Brother, how are the shills going to say that's good?
They're going to say it. All right, they're going to say it. They're absolutely going to try to spin their way and make this sound like this was a great episode. Why are you guys review bombing it? It's phenomenal. Great dialogue, great action. Oh, look at the dialogue. Did you hear the dialogue? Did you hear the dialogue coming out of these people?
Wooden, awful dialogue.
Oh, my God.
And that's all the episode was until the end. Just talk, exposition. That's
exposition, it. Exposition. A new scene, more exposition. Another scene, more exposition. More bad dialogue. More lines being thrown back and forth at each other. I mean, there was like, I forget I can't even remember the line because it's completely unmemorable. But where Daphne King's character and Amanda Stenberg's character are talking to each other, she lays a little tender hand on her shoulder and she says some gobbledygook. And I'm like, you could have just stood there and stared at her because the line you just dropped was utter nonsense. And you could have just stood there and stared at her, and that would have had more meaning than the absolute dialogue that she vomited out of her pie hole. This is absolute garbage, man. These people cannot write to save their lives. This dialogue is horrible. These scenes are trash. There's nothing to be had here. There's nothing. I'm not interested in the quote unquote mystery. Okay. Like when
what was mystery? You know,
there was a scene that says you don't care if I'm dead. I'm like, you're right.
Yeah,
I don't care.
If I don't do it, if I don't do it, he will kill me. You don't even care.
I don't. Yeah, I would love to see. Go kill her. Let's get something interesting happening in this show for once. I mean, good grief, man, this is so bad on so many levels, and it's sad because again, they keep trying to tell us that we're the wrong ones, okay? Yeah, I love anime. They keep trying to tell us.
You don't say.
Yeah. They keep trying to tell us that we're the bad ones, all right?
Yeah.
That we're the evil ones that are just review bombing it because we're racist, we're sexist, we're misogynist, we're homophobic, we're this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, look, man. I don't see how anybody can justify the nonsense this was. Yeah, the giant roly-poly was like the most interesting thing out there. You know, I was hoping that all of those roly-polies just popped up to life and attacked them. That would have been interesting. Give me something. I mean, good God, Leslie Headland. You don't know when to like do something interesting? Give us an action scene.
Oh, my goodness.
Some roly-polies attacking every Jedi out there would have been like, okay, at least they gave us something. They gave us nothing in this thing. Nothing.
They gave us nothing. And some people, you just know some people were waiting for that final scene. And they were like, yes, he force-pushed all the Jedi out of nowhere. And when have you ever seen anything like that before?
Right.
And if that's the character that we think that's the character it is, it doesn't even make sense.
No, if he could force push every single Jedi just like that, he is far more powerful than all of them put together, and he should be able to wipe all of them out in short order. It should be about a 5-minute fight. That's what it should be right now. 5-minute fight. He should just be able, okay, I don't even have to force push you. I'm just going to come in here and whoop, 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 slice you guys all up, dead, I'm out of here. Let's go, May. I'm gonna put you back on the training. Yeah, why you fall off the training, May? Let me get you back on your training. You think you tripping? You trying to turn yourself in? You tripping? I'm about to put you back on your training, but I'm about to wipe everybody else out. Okay, Chris Tucker. I don't get that at all, Nick.
Hey, can you say he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3? Oh man.
Yo, man, it's so bad, man.
I had a little bit more to drink than I needed to go through that episode, and
it ain't enough. It ain't enough alcohol right now. It ain't enough alcohol on the planet to make me like this show. Okay, I got to have some serious beer goggles to watch this thing and love this thing. This thing is so bad,
DA. It's so bad, bro. Like, what are we? And look, here's the thing: We're halfway through the season. What?
The only thing is, at least it was a short episode. That
Oh
was
yeah,
the
I agree.
one saving grace. Okay,
That's the one positive I could say.
the only positive. Okay, this was a short episode. Thank you
Yeah.
for not making me suffer through
28 minutes
60
of
minutes of
nothing.
this. Oh my god.
I agree. That was 20. Look, wooden dialogue. Oh, the dialogue when Osha was at the temple talking to the Jedi. In the very beginning, it was awful. The symbol in Kelnaka's home is the same symbol on May's head. We don't know what's up with that. But Kelnaka, the coolest looking figure, maybe character in the show. And look, we're getting into spoilers. If you don't want another spoiler, you need to jet. We're going to go ahead and say it for what it is. Most of us don't care. Kelnaka has a terrible off-screen death. We don't even see it.
Nothing.
And we knew that. We knew it was going to happen.
We knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But at least, like, it was a little sizzling lightsaber scar across his chest. So apparently lightsabers can kill people now, I guess. All right, now we get to the point. Now lightsabers can kill people, okay? They kill them when they want them to kill them, okay? So, yeah, there we go. This thing is just, to kill a character like that off screen.
Yes.
Not have him, give us a fight, They don't have to be there, but give us a fight. Give us a battle, all right? It's like he's laying in a chair. So it makes you wonder, all right, was this guy just kind of chilling? Was he just chilling in his chair and then somebody just came in and just sliced him and then walked out?
It
like,
makes no
that's
sense.
how he died. He died sitting in his chair. It's like, what's his name? Lannister dying on the toilet. It's like, how do you die on a damn chair? You're a Jedi.
At least we got to see, at least we got to see Tywin Lannister die on the toilet. We got to see who pulled the trigger and killed him.
Right.
Right here, off screen, cop out, low entertainment. And it's go ahead.
The reason they're doing this is because they want it to be some sort of a mystery. Ooh, who did it? You don't know. You could have still shown, you could have still had a scene where you're seeing it from the villain's POV and there's some sort of an attack. There's some sort of a fight. There's something happening. All right. And we as the audience get to experience that. You still could have gave it that. And then you gave the audience something instead of just, she walks in and she sees, a dead Wookiee. You could have gave us anything.
Yeah.
But that's what you gave us. That's how lame this series is. See, it's not even about necessarily the story that they're telling. It's the way they're telling the story. All right, you're going to kill a Jedi. Show us something. Give us something. A Jedi is about to die. On the other two deaths, as lame as they were, you gave us something. This one, you get nothing. You get nothing at all. All you get is a dude sitting in a chair with a lightsaber scar across his chest. That's it.
That's it.
You could have gave us anything. You could have gave us, again, the villain's POV. He's stalking through. He's walking in. He catches, Kyle Naka unaware. He pulls out his lightsaber, and then there's a lightsaber battle. And, you can still have it from the villain's point of view. You don't have to show the villain. You can still have it from the villain's point of view, but you're giving the audience something. They have given the audience nothing. The story, again, could still be.
It's a mystery.
There was a story. There's a story that could be done here. There's a story that could be executed, but Leslie Headland doesn't have the chops, to execute a story like this. Okay, she's a hack, man. She is such a hack. And it's sad, man,
so
because
bad.
This, again, I'm sorry, man. This is just Ray Day says, stop screaming into the mic. I'm sorry, man. I'm just
killed him like Billy in Predator off screen. Yeah. And that's fair criticism for the Predator movie. Yeah. Billy deserved an on-screen death.
Right.
And we didn't get that. Kelnaka, the coolest of the 4 Jedi, gets killed, and all we see is him sitting in his chair with the lightsaber slash across his chest. Didn't show it. No explanation. He went out like a little Bia. That's what happened. I mean, ridiculous. And here's the thing. Darth Sidious just says it. $90 million already burned up, guys.
Yep.
$90 million.
That's real talk.
That is insane that they're letting this person tell this terrible story. Vernesta Rowe, why didn't you tell me this 16 years ago?
That
And
scene
all
right
of her
there.
painful, low
Why
counsel dialogue. Oh, and by the way, Risman just texted me. The key-eyed Addy Mundai looking Jedi, according to the credits, is him.
What?
According to the credits, that's him. Risman just sent me the message.
Wow.
Killing the Jedi without a weapon is dumb. What's the point of that? Look how Kelnaka died anyways. What's the point?
Yeah, buy a weapon.
And look, dude, look, Amandla Stenberg is not a good lead actor. Whether she's
Not
playing
in this
May
show.
or Osha, it's not good. I can't believe my sister is Jedi scum.
But the problem is,
there's still good in her. She loves you. She's a murderer, but she's still your family. Like the dialogue.
yeah, she's
so
a murderer.
bad.
But hey, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Her being a murderer, because
But
family.
she's family. So
Family. Almost heard Vin Diesel saying family.
yeah. family.
Oh, yeah. Just wait.
But
What
you
the
know what the
freak?
thing is though?
Why does
I don't
that
know
say
if it's-
couch?
Is it her or is it the dialogue? Is it her or the writing? It's hard to tell when
It's
you
both.
have two. It's
Yeah.
both. But what I'm saying, like, what's making her act bad? Like, I don't know if she can elevate this crap. You got to give people some good dialogue, right? The dialogue is garbage. The storyline is garbage.
If I don't do it, he will
Everything is
kill me.
Garbage.
If I don't do it, he will kill me. You don't even care. And then, right after that, 5 minutes later,
I'm not doing it.
May turns to the good. She realizes her allegiance is to Osha. And she I just realized it walking through the forest.
Yeah. You couldn't get through
What?
here without a tracker.
She went
know,
all
or-
the way there. She's halfway walking through the forest to go kill Kelnaka, and then she has this epiphany. I think I want to be good now.
Yeah.
What? What are we doing?
I mean, at least Darth Vader, it took watching his son being murdered by the Emperor to get him to, fully turn. There was a reason there, to pull him back. She's just walking through the forest like, yeah, I don't think I feel like being bad anymore. I think I'm going to turn myself into the Jedi.
It is so dumb.
Yeah.
It is so
But
dumb.
but you killed 2 Jedi already. You're going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
No,
And
no,
now-
no. Tell 'em what
yeah.
I know.
And now 3 of the
All
4 are
will be
dead.
forgiven.
3 of the 4 are dead, and only Soul remains with 4 episodes left.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's a fight to keep Soul alive.
Yep.
right,
How do you think it would work out if you went into court and were like, Judge, I know I killed 2 people, but I got some information for you. Okay, all is forgiven.
Yeah.
What?
Free citizen. Go on out there, take care of business, do whatever
Yeah.
it is you want to do. Live
Go
your
be with
life.
your family. Go be with your
Yeah.
family.
Jeez,
Yeah.
man.
Go reunite with your sister.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you to the 940 people on YouTube and the 160 people on Twitter. We got 1,100 people in the house. We're looking at
Tell to all you good people out
guys. Here's the truth. If the show was good, I would say it's good.
there. Yeah.
Too many people out there are saying, well, you're just hate watching. You hated it before it even started. Da-da-da. None of that's true.
No.
I watched it and I reacted the way that I react. If it was good, I'd say it's good. And I wouldn't care who's mad at me for saying it. This is the worst Star Wars story I have ever seen so far. Awful. Nobody cares. Like, what are we doing? This story is like a 3rd grader wrote it.
Yeah.
That's being very mean to 3rd graders. 3rd graders got better writing
It
skills
is.
than this, man.
It is.
3rd graders can do a better job.
Echo
than this.
Base Network, we hate 3rd graders, apparently. Like, that's just... Graph Webb with a $2 super chat. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Hell yeah.
They ain't giving you no reason to keep it. That's for damn sure.
No, what? This or Echo? This or Echo?
Ooh, man.
Debbie Young, $4.99. Set lightsaber to stun, and D, I'll set mine to kill. Blah. Debbie, are you not liking the Acolyte? That's good. Good for you. Good. Join us. Join us. Sosa Potence, $305 super chat, promoting you in a vid tomorrow at 7 a.m. Echo. Hope you check it out. Brother, first of all, you don't got to do all that, but thank you so much. Tag us. Let us know. I would love to see it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And speaking of our good friend that we just did an epic 3.5 hour long live stream with yesterday, our friend Knee Pain joins us.
What's going on, brother?
Brother, you didn't got to send no $5 super chat, but thank you, man. Here's for saving me money on Disney Plus subscription. Bro.
Look, you saving a lot of people some bread on Disney Plus. There's no reason to add.
And if you guys want, you can join our Patreon where you can watch us react to these full episodes in full. And
you could watch the full episode on our Patreon.
Yeah, full episode over on our Patreon page, as well as tons of other stuff.
You already put it there, didn't you, Nick?
Yeah, it's up
tonight's
right
episode
now.
is already there.
Episode is there right now. Risman, and Derek and Coach all reacting to it, watching it live.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't want to give Disney Plus your money, it's $5 a month.
So
$5 a month. We're doing House.
No, don't give Disney Plus any money for this trash.
Yeah.
Don't dare give Disney Plus anything.
I agree.
Okay,
it's so
give
hard,
it to
man.
Echo Base
Like,
Network. Do not give
don't
a
even
dime
wanna-
to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I don't even want to watch it, man.
Yeah.
I
If we
really-
didn't have this channel and had to review it, I
would've
wouldn't be
turned it
watching.
off.
It's hilarious.
Man.
Yeah.
But look, seriously, major shout out to Knee Pain, everybody in the chat. Please send him warm regards. We appreciate him very much. And he will be back joining us in the very near future. We
Nice.
really look forward to it. Awesome. And Knee Pain, we didn't get a chance to introduce you to one of our very best friends, this gentleman right here below us. Derek Anderson, the DA, is as good as any and better than most.
Hey,
So
appreciate that, Coach.
you
Thank
gotta
very
gotta
much.
know who he is. Okay, y'all gotta
Knee
know each
Pain,
other.
Let me just say this: since you're watching Knee Pain, I thank you for coming out, putting that video up, even though you took it down. I do thank you for speaking honestly about the things that's happening over at Lucasfilm. It's something that I've shared many times on this channel. Listen, Star Wars belongs to us, the fans, and I feel like they've taken it from us, and we got to take it back. I'm not saying you got to do this, but I think more people that are within the Lucasfilm, world, they need to start speaking and saying what's going on, what's happening behind the scenes, because this is how we can get back our franchise. We have loved this franchise forever. Okay. Loved it with a passion. We're the ones that helped build this franchise up to what it became, the fandom. Okay. And these guys clearly do not respect the fans whatsoever. You see what we just watched. Okay. They don't care about us at all. So thank you, Knee Pain, for even just for a brief second, shining a light into the back dealings of what's going on in Lucasfilm. I appreciate you, bro. I have a channel as well, Derek Anderson, the DA. I might reach out to you one of these days just to kind of have a talk with you, and just, discuss what's happening over there at Lucasfilm, because again, Star Wars is the hill I die on. I've said this so many times. This is the fandom. So all of this stuff you see behind me, Star Wars is the fandom I die on. I will die on Star Wars hill. Okay.
We're there
because
too.
That's I love it that much. Exactly. That's why I'm on here. Okay. Because these guys speak the same language. We don't know each other. We just met each other months ago. But already I feel like I'm a part of a big family with Echo Base Network.
The thread willed it. The thread.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The only thing on the only thing on Disney Plus worth watching is X-Men '97, and we got that on Patreon.
Oh, I agree.
Right.
I agree.
But yeah, shout out Knee Pain again. Thank you for putting that up, man. It was really eye opening.
Yeah. Harmonic Shredder with a $10 super chat. Guys, all three of you are so brave and stunning for watching. What alcoholic beverages are you drinking tonight? Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
Maker's Mark and Coke right here.
Jack Daniels and ginger beer.
So this is a truly. I don't know if you guys have ever had this. Truly unruly. It's about, I don't know how many ounces of alcohol in it, but yeah. I needed as many of these as I could get because it's a rough watch, man. It's a rough one.
Here's what I want to ask the chat. 1,237 people here in the house. What are you liking about the episode if you're liking it? Look, Will, I am not. Y'all are grown-ass men crying about how woke Star Wars is. We haven't said the word woke this whole time.
This entire
We're talking about the terrible writing. But anyways, listen to yourself with your conspiracies. What the F are you chatting? Jesus, you're pathetic. I don't think you've been here listening.
Yeah. This is
I ain't said the word woke once. I haven't talked.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, this is just garbage television. All right. Before we get to all of that other stuff, this is just garbage television, Will I Am. All right. I know that you trying to come out here and be a big, bold, brass boy.
Just assuming right there,
people
buddy.
out here on the but look, we just have to sit through and watch this garbage, man. We get a chance to come out and just vent, man. Because this thing is garbage, all right? You can't watch the show that we just watched and try to say that this thing is somehow good, okay? Nobody can say. Nobody can watch what we just watched. Nobody can watch what we just watched.
And we got a poll. Television. We got a poll going.
We're not hating it just to hate it.
Yeah.
No.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Obviously, that guy has not been around our channel.
Will's a troll.
Long,
He a troll.
At all. But we got a poll going. There's over 1,300 people here right now. The poll's on the YouTube side. So if you guys are on the Twitter side, you guys probably won't see it. Or you guys might. I'm not sure. But 74% of the people in this chat think it's a 0 to a 1. 17% 2 to a 4.
Oh. 14% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Thank you, right of the line. I'm predicting 13% tomorrow. It's going to continue to go down.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The critics, they got to see the first 4 episodes, and that's it.
Yeah.
So after the first 4 episodes...
Nobody knows what's happening with this shit show after
Now,
this.
do you guys know exactly how the Rotten Tomatoes percentages work? Do you know what that means? Like... 14% of the audience score rates it. Do you know how that works?
Yeah.
Less than 3.5. 14% of the audience rated it 3.5 or higher. Fresh. 3.5 out of 5 is fresh. Lower than 3.5, which is 86% of the general audience. 86% of the general audience said it's worse than 3.5 out of 5. It is a rotten score by a mile. By a mile. There are 12 shows in the history of Rotten Tomatoes that have a 0. 12. This show is so bad.
Yeah.
And I think it's just as bad as the 12 shows with zeros.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the 14% is too high.
I agree with that as well.
Way too
No
high.
doubt. We need single digits, baby. Look, it's so funny. Every time it goes down a point, the fandom is like, yes, because you know what? The fandom is united because we are watching shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's terrible. And we've not said one thing about woke stuff or
No, has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I take all that stuff out. The acting is bad, the dialogue is bad, the storytelling is bad, the writing is bad. The CGI when that ship was landing at the forest, I was like, that looks fake as crap. Like that looks terrible. And then when they were outside the ship, you could tell that it was like almost like an image that just pasted because it was super fuzzy and grainy.
Yeah.
Nick, they spent 180 milli on this joint.
I don't know where the money went.
Milli.
Unless there's a money laundering
make
scheme
sense.
going on at Disney, I don't know where the money went in this show.
It doesn't make sense.
Because House of the Dragon season 2 spent $200 million, and I see where the money went on that show.
Every second of House of the Dragon season 2 episode 1 is better than anything this show has given us in 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Bingo.
And I am a Star Wars fan first.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't got no House
See
of the
that
Dragon
case back
stuff
there?
behind you, do you? I was
That
just about to say,
case-
you ain't got no House of the Dragon stuff back there, no Game of Thrones stuff back there.
Not
It's
one
all Star
thing.
Wars back there. Yeah.
That's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh my
Man.
gosh, dude.
My whole table right here, which this is coaches. R5,
R5D4,
Look at
baby.
that. Look at that.
R2. I got TIE fighters, X-wings, Darth Vader's TIE fighter, TIE bomber, a B-wing sitting here, an AT-AT right here. I got
All right.
figures and stuff
Yeah.
in there, huge posters up in the other room. Like,
So great question here, and we got some super chats. We're going to hit them in a second. Thank you guys so much for being here. 1,500 subscribers. The fandom is united more than we've been in years right now,
Years, man.
and it's because we're unhappy about what they're giving us,
Yep.
yeah,
and they want to say that we're racist, misogynist, bigots.
Oh my God. You know what's funny, Coach? I saw an article. Ryan Kennel was covering this article. I'm gonna
Was
do
it
a video
on root.com?
that article, okay?
We covered
It's-
it today.
we covered it today.
Okay, it's so easy to dispel. I haven't even seen your video, but it's so easy to dispel that nonsense because they're saying that, oh, it's racism, and that's the reason why you guys don't like this show, and that's the reason why it's being review bombed, right? It's racism. Okay?
What about the black people that don't like this show? How do
Well,
they
like myself?
address that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Am I racist now too?
Yeah.
Against my own people?
DA, when I
Yeah.
see you,
But
at
not only
Icon,
that, look,
I'm gonna hug you so hard they're gonna think I'm gay and I like black men.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But I was just thinking, like the whole time I was looking at that, I was thinking to myself, what about Ahsoka? Ahsoka has a black female lead. It's a black female lead in Ahsoka.
And I love Rosario Dawson.
It's not review bombed. Even if you don't like the show, it's sitting at like a 68 or 69% or something like that on Rotten Tomatoes. It hasn't been review bombed. So what are you talking about, Root? If you're saying that the reason that this thing is getting dragged down and getting review bombed is because the actress, Amanda Stenberg, is a black female, and that's why people don't like this because she's a black female. Well, what the hell is Rosario Dawson? Rosario
Exactly.
Dawson. I mean, like, what are you talking about? Your stupid arguments become immediately dismissed with just a smidgen of evidence. All right? Ahsoka was not review bombed. Ahsoka is sitting, I don't know what it's at right now. Let me see real fast. I'm just curious right now. I'm going to find it and pull it up.
And
Ahsoka
look,
was
I
not
can't-
review bombed. It's not sitting at 14% like the Acolyte. It sure as hell
not
isn't.
even
Okay?
close. It's way
Yeah, so
better
that's
than
what I'm
this.
saying. Like, what are y'all talking about? I'm so tired of this argument, bro. I'm so tired of this argument because every time Star Wars fans come out and say, hey, this is trash, everybody, like my boy Dante over at Verbal Riot, they want to throw up the bigot shield. All right, it's sitting at a 66% on Rotten Tomato for the audience score, which is still a fresh little bucket of popcorn, okay?
Yeah.
66% is a fresh bucket of popcorn. It hasn't been review bombed. So you guys got to lose these dumb arguments because these arguments fail almost the second you think about it. Wait a minute. If this thing was being review bombed and it's all about racism and we don't like a black female as the lead, all right, we have another show where we have a black female as the lead that didn't get review bombed. You guys are idiots, okay?
Yeah.
I'm so tired of that crap coming from my side. It's like, stop it, okay? This is trash. It's just trash. As simple as that.
They're not in
Don't try
touch
to
with
excuse
reality.
it. They're
They're not in touch
not,
with
man. They're
reality.
No,
not.
they have to find reasons why it has a 14%. And the only thing that they can do is attack us. That's it. That's all they can do.
It frustrates me,
Racist,
man.
misogynist, bigot, incel, live in your mother's basement. You just hate watch everything. No, we're actually Star Wars fans who have been here for 4 decades or more,
Yeah.
and we want to like it.
Yeah. And we gave House of the Dragon good reviews for season 1 and the first episode, and it's full of strong female lead characters.
All kinds
Full.
of
Hey, what about
different
Mando
peoples of different
season
races?
2?
Yeah.
What about chapter 16 of Mandalorian season 2? The main characters in the entire episode were all
female.
women until the
All
very
female.
end.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
we
the whole female
freaking
squad
love
came
it.
in, with Gina and all them when it was all a whole female crew,
So look,
which was
Star
kind of
Wars,
cringe to me a little
Star
bit.
Wars
but,
Theory is pissed off right now, apparently. That's what they're telling us in chat. Because
really?
Key ID Mundi is in the show. I don't give a crap. Now the truth is, all 3 of us are original trilogy generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
prequel trilogy people are probably not happy about that. I understand. You don't want to see anybody that has a tie or a direct link to that era, but here he is. And they're not happy about it. Exactly, Thrawn. What is up, Thrawn, my brother? Good to see you. Yes, Ki-Adi-Mundi was the cone-headed guy in this episode. He was there, confirmed. It's him in the credits.
They confirmed it. Yep.
So it's him, and people are very unhappy about it.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, you said Star Wars Theory gave us a shout out.
He did. He did.
Awesome.
He said he saw our video with knee pain. Somebody asked if he was going to interview him. He said he'd be like, yeah, somebody let him know.
Knee pain.
Yeah,
Star Wars Theory.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I saw that over on Echo Base Network.
Good.
I was like, oh, okay. Sweet.
Good. Theory. We love you. Unblock us.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not saying you blocked us. We were just trying to let you know we are blocked. Not saying you did it personally.
Yeah. Do you realize that we're like good folks that are for you? I don't know. Guys, what a mess, man.
Look like
we're defined by what we survive. What do we got here?
Makeup.
You guys
just like they did with the wardrobe and Kelnaka looking like Harry and the Henderson. But now they have him corroborating with a lower tier sect of Jedi Masters who don't tell Yoda and the Supreme Council, the higher Jedi Council, about this rogue person who is killing Jedi Masters.
Right, pause it for a second.
I was going to mention that. I was absolutely going to mention that. Like, how in the hell?
Here's the thing.
Is this happening?
The story is such shit that nobody even freaking cares right now. I get what Theory's doing. He's like, oh my gosh, it's Ki-Adi-Mundi. This doesn't make sense. And you're looking at it from a story perspective and you're trying to think what's going to happen next. Nobody cares because it's so bad.
Yeah. And it didn't even look like him. Like, I was like, oh, it's one of those aliens that's like the other dude from the Ki-Adi-Mundi, or however you pronounce his name. It's another one of his race of people. I didn't know it was actually him.
Luke Daywalker with a $4.99 super chat. This may be the most important piece of Star Wars content ever made. It makes everything that came before it look like Citizen Kane.
Pretty much.
It really does, man.
Thank you, Luke.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother. The White Snake with a $5 super chat. I watched G-1 tonight. Gold versus crap. May God have mercy on their souls.
I envy you, White Snake. I envy you.
Yeah.
We love you, Becky.
Watching anything, I'm telling everybody out there, look, do not waste your time on this show. If you're watching it, cancel your Disney Plus.
Man, if you watched grass grow, I envy you.
So, hey, we're gonna take a 20-second pause from Star Wars and whining and complaining about how terrible it is. Thoughts and prayers for our friend Becky, ladies and gentlemen. $5 super chat here. We love her. She is a personal friend of ours. Becky has been diagnosed with cancer a few months back. She's been undergoing chemotherapy, and we love you, girl. We absolutely love you, and hope to see you at Icon and hang out with you and your husband Jerry. So, thank you. Sam Ash with a $5 super chat. There is no one acting performance above 3 out of 10 on this show. I agree.
Same. Yeah.
I agree. Writing is atrocious and actively sabotaging George Lucas Star Wars. Go, Nick.
Yeah, the Korean actor this is his first English speaking role, Jedi Master Soul. He's the only one that really hasn't disappointed me that much with his acting. And that's about it. I literally give this episode a 3 out of 10. One, because it was super short, so it gets a point for that. And that was pretty much it.
You can't give it no more points.
Yeah. So three.
I heard it was short.
10.
3 out of 10. Yeah. Listen, man. This is at best, in my opinion, a 2 out of 10.
Bro,
because it
if
was
this
short.
wasn't Star Wars, imagine what the viewership numbers would be.
If it was just on like Sci-Fi Channel or something,
Anything else.
just
No,
call
nobody
it,
would watch it.
No.
Nobody would
It
watch
would be
this.
one of those 0% on
Wizards
Rotten
in
Tomatoes.
Space. Take the Star Wars name out of it.
Yeah,
And,
it would be the 13th 0% show.
Yeah.
Like, and look, I'm not saying that because I don't like Leslie Headland. I'm not saying that because of who Leslie Headland is and who she represents. That has nothing to do with it. I'm gauging or measuring just the show by itself. It is objectively horrible.
Yeah.
Yep. It
Yeah.
could be woke as all outdoors as long as it, the people that make it, I should say. They could be woke. Again, I go back to Bo DeMeo, who made X-Men 97. He's a black
Chef's kiss.
gay man.
Yeah.
Black gay man. And it's amazing. Okay?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I don't like the things he says publicly in interviews, by the way.
Me either.
Yeah.
But he
same.
gave us a good show.
He
And
gave
that's
us
all
a
we
great
asked.
show.
That's all I ask.
He took
Give
one of
me
the
a great
greatest cartoons of the 90s that Nick and I used to call each other on Saturday morning the moment the credits started to roll.
Yep.
Like we were on the phone, DA, going, "Hey, X-Men starts in 5 minutes. You watching? We got to watch the rest of the Tick. It sucks,
Yeah.
but here we go."
Yeah. Right after
Watch-
the Tick,
Yeah.
X-Men.
But that's what
come on.
But that's the thing, Coach, because it didn't matter. Like you said, it's not about Leslie Headland. It's not about what she is or who she is or what she. Just give us a good show, Leslie. That's all we ask. Give us a good show. We'll be happy. You could be whatever you are. Just give us a great show. And she is unable to do that. All right. She is unable to do that. After 4 episodes, we are halfway through the season, and I am completely and utterly done, with this show. I'm going to finish watching
we
it.
never even got
But
started,
I am not
bro.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm not excited. I'm not looking forward to. Like I said, watching this thing feels like doing homework.
This
right?
is
it's
worse.
like something I have to do.
This is worse than Mandalorian season 3.
Oh God, yeah.
easily.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
There was so much stuff about Mando season 3 that I actually did like, especially that shot of the island with the Y-wings and all that sitting there like an old, like sort of like World War II fighter base, and it's kind of on that tropical island. Like that was a great shot. That was probably my favorite shot in the whole entire season 3.
Yeah.
Then we get the TIE interceptors, TIE bombers. Like we get some cool action.
Yeah.
Some familiar stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff I liked about
There's
Mando
stuff
season
in
3.
it. Overall, season's bad, but there's some
the
stuff in
season
it.
sucked.
Overall,
Okay,
you can't
so-
even compare it to season 1 and 2. It was
Right,
down there in Book of Boba Fett Kenobi realm.
Yeah.
But what are
You
we
know?
getting? Can you, Nick? You just rattled off a bunch of shots and scenes that you remember.
Mhm.
Give me one memorable scene from the Acolytes so far in the first 4 episodes that isn't the power of one, the power of two, or power of many, because it's so
Like a
damn
memorable
cringy.
good shot.
Like something good that was good, like not something cringy, but something that was like memorable because it was really good. Can
The
you
2
remember
times the
anything
witch
about this?
The 2 times the witch goes
Yeah, no, that was terrible. No, I can't think of one good thing. One
Not
good scene
one.
where I'm like, wow,
Nothing.
that was a really good shot right there. Like I really
Nothing is
like that.
staying with us.
No.
We're like we're forgetting these things. We're forgetting this episode as soon as we finish watching it. We've already forgotten it. I
This
haven't
is what
watched
they've done
any.
to Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars was about memories. It was
Star
about,
Wars.
think about it, man. Star Wars, yes. Of all franchises, Star Wars was something that you took with you, that you remembered the moment you left the theaters, and you were just like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what I just saw. This is so amazing." Let me think about all of the different scenes and the different lines and everything. You just automatically committed those to memory. And right now,
Man,
I can't even remember anything about the last episode.
I
gotta
remember
make
in
a
the
quick
in
mark
the
on
80s
this.
and the 90s, me and Nick, like, God, he just left. He's got to hear this part. Okay. All right. When me and you were 12, 13, 14 years old, we were not wearing Star Wars merch. We were not wearing Star Wars shirts. It
No, we're wearing
wasn't
Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy
wasn't-
James.
it wasn't cool to wear it. It wasn't cool.
No.
That's where we are again. It became cool again to wear Star Wars stuff. Hell, I'll still wear it. I'll still wear original trilogy Star Wars merch, 100%.
Yep.
But overall, it is like walking around in the world, just anywhere. You used to be able to find Star Wars fans and be able to you like Star Wars? Oh, awesome, dude, me too. You can't find people anymore. Hell, the only reason me and Nick are friends, the way our friendship began, is because he was a Star Wars fan, and when I found that out, we made that connection, and that was it. I didn't even like him before that.
Nope.
At all. If it weren't for Star Wars, we wouldn't even have this channel.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even be friends going back 30-something years.
I can't wait till I find the first person out on the street wearing an Acolyte shirt.
You won't ever see it. That's
And
the
look,
thing.
we're not
You'll
going to
never
burn
see
them
it.
at the stake.
Yeah.
But
I will. I'll be like,
anybody-
haha. That shows
If anybody sees somebody out on the street wearing an Acolyte shirt,
please take a picture and send it to us.
Please take a picture, okay?
Yeah.
And I'll give you $1,000 straight up.
Yeah.
Now don't go out
Yeah.
buying those stupid Acolyte
Ladies and
shirts
gentlemen,
because you
I
wanna
just
get that.
noticed that a great brother of ours is here. He's flipping me a bird in the background right now. We love this man, and he does not bullshit around. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend that makes fun of me for playing disc golf. You. You. Can you believe that shit we just watched?
Hold on,
Dude,
I need to get.
I
need
mean,
to
I'm
get some more
talking about the
alcohol.
worst.
The VR is here. I need to get some more alcohol. I'll be right back.
The worst episode of the Berenstein Bears is better than this. I got to go get a refill. I got to go. I'm going to be Nick.
This show sucked. This was so bad. Oh God. Okay. So for those of y'all watching, I just finished doing a point-by-point live cold reaction on camera, the episode up the whole time in StreamYard, me and Jonas. And Pro's streaming right now too, so I'm not gonna. I can't hang here too long because I got to go by and stop off for a few minutes on Pro's show. But you'll get my full thoughts tomorrow in a video. Trust me, I've got to painfully go back and watch this again with me and Jonas reacting to edit this together for a video tomorrow. Don't miss it.
God.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that the they/them gopher was able to sniff a piece of used Wookiee toilet paper to find his way through the forest
to where the
to
Wookiee
track whatever. Oh, God.
And then he just runs off and leaves them. And
there's so much to joke about in this show. Like, a Wookiee can die from a slight slash across the chest with a lightsaber. A Wookiee Jedi Master can die from that.
Yeah.
But nobody can die from being stabbed by a lightsaber in the liver, the lungs, the heart, and everywhere else by freaking Vader.
Yeah. Yeah, they're perfectly fine.
But no, Disney
But this
Star
show was
Wars.
good.
Okay.
This show's good. We're just
$20
complaining
million.
because we don't like black people and women.
Oh, God.
That's the reason why you don't like this. Oh, you racists out here. You don't like it because you're all a bunch of damn racists. That's all it is to it. It has nothing to do with the fact that this is hot garbage. It has nothing to do with that. It's
Hey,
I'm sorry, Coach. I'm sorry. I didn't.
You know that gerbil.
I'm apologizing to everybody out there because I'm
gerbil
just so emotional right now.
character?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The one I was just talking about, the one that had to sniff some used Wookiee toilet paper to find him. Yeah.
That gerbil gopher character. That thing could be your first cousin, Valiant.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. It's whatever. At this point, at
this point, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter anymore.
There's so
whatever
much
the hell it is, it just doesn't matter anymore. What these people are doing is they're just desecrating Star Wars. They're pissing all over Star Wars, and they just don't care. And the writing shows it. Again, we haven't we haven't mentioned anything woke yet, quote unquote woke.
The
We haven't said
writing
a
is
word about that. We are
so
talking
bad.
about the writing. We are talking about the acting and the directing, the story structure. We are breaking this thing down on those levels. We haven't even talked about anything woke. Because really,
No.
there's really nothing woke. Was there anything woke in this? I don't think there was anything woke except for
Pronouns. We got
except for
the
the
pronouns.
pronouns. Except for the pronouns.
No, there
That was
wasn't
it.
anything woke. It was nothing was set up. Literally nothing was set up. You had these massive changes in characters
I gotta make a work call.
that had nothing behind it. There was no meaning to it. I don't want to get into the details. Like I said, y'all talk about that during the show. I'll talk about it during the thing tomorrow. And Coach, I don't know if you had to bug out before I said this, but I mean, I just did a point for point, like cold reaction to this with Jonas. We recorded it in StreamYard with the episode itself. I'll put that out tomorrow, but I'm going to give y'all something that jumped out at me that I don't know if anybody else is really going to talk about, because this is how my brain works. I love gorgeous cinematography. I mean, if you ask me what movie that visually I mean, it's one of the best movies ever made in my opinion, and visually it is an absolute masterpiece. I called it when it came out. It is 2 hours of continuous stage play on the screen, and that was the great Roger Deakins, who shot 1917. That movie is a cinematic masterpiece. I mean, that is the pinnacle. Not everything can look like that. I get it. But when you look at $20-something million an episode, and I see flat, boring shots. Hell, they even had to rip off a Lord of the Rings Fellowship shot of them walking across the mountain there. I mean, I even had to make a Lord of the Rings joke. But the thing that pissed me off the most about this, apart from the terrible writing, nothing was set up for these major changes in characters. We get to the last scene where they reveal the big bad. I mean, this new creepy-looking villain with the Pulp Fiction gimp mask and all this kind of stuff. And what did we get? We got a flat, medium shot of just this 5'4" villain walking right at the camera instead of... Why wasn't there? There should have been 15 different shots there. There should have been shots. The first shot of him or her landing, whoever it is, like out of focus, coming down in the trees. And I thought, okay, maybe we're actually going to get some cinematography or some legit stuff for a $20 million show. And then it just went to this flat shot instead of come out of the shadows, get a close up on the side of that mask, passing with light glinting off that silver on the face, the red, the blood look, everything. You could have made that a terrifying moment to really get, because we never saw this face before now. You could have had this terrifying moment where you set this up right, but we just got this flat, boring plank of wood walking up to OSHA, and the Jedi were just standing there watching it happen and waited to do anything until a lightsaber was torched. I was like, every moment, and this is the point, every moment in this show that could be something is missed. Every moment in this show that could be something is missed. And it drives me batshit crazy. Like, this is just lazy as hell, and there's no excuse for not having... Look at House of the Dragon that we were all talking about last night, or 2 nights ago. Coach, you're still muted, dude.
Every second was superior.
Yes, I mean, look at the camera work. Look at how they establish characters visually with the camera work. Look at how they establish scenery, locations. They set up moments. I mean, you had Rhaenyra, the actress's name just slipped out of my head. Queen Rhaenyra, right? Mm-hmm. Team Black. Went through the whole episode and didn't utter but one line the entire episode, but her face, my God. I mean, every shot, every emotion in her face was like guttural, and it just...
And you're actually looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah, and I'm like, this show spent as much money or more. This episode wasn't even 30 minutes long when you cut out the credits at the end. This episode spent, we're talking about almost $750,000 per finished minute of product for the Acolyte.
In. We're 90 million in.
It's unbelievable how bad this looks and how cheap this looks. I mean, the CW had more shots than this.
This is Disney Plus.
I can't. I can't.
The
I
worst.
can't.
No. What this is, Coach, this is what happens when you hire a. This is DEI, okay? This is
no doubt.
Leslie Headland is a DEI hire, okay? Because she's female and she's LGBTQ. That's why you gotta hire talent. All right, you got to focus on talent instead of focusing on agenda, because this is what you get when you focus on agenda. All right, she's so caught up in her agenda that she can't write a good story, she can't craft a good story, she can't shoot a good story. Nobody over there knows what they're doing, and it's so obvious. We were talking about that, like VR saying, we were talking about moments where you could have did something with the content that was available, like even just having this death off screen. We were just talking about this, VR. You have a death off screen where you could have actually set up some sort of an exciting moment where there's actual dialogue going, or not even dialogue, there's an actual entertaining shot, something for the people that are watching that kind of sets up this death. You still may not know who does it. You show it from the villain's POV. You could have given us something. They gave us nothing. You walk around the oh, there he is. He's dead. He's got a lightsaber slash across his chest. How did that happen? You got nothing out of that. That's all you got out of another Jedi death. All the Jedi deaths, in my opinion, so far, have been boring. All right, even Carrie-Anne Moss,
completely boring. Totally boring. Yeah, that's
and it's like
made a joke at the end of this episode. A freaking 8-foot tall Wookiee Jedi takes a glance across the chest and is dead. Reva couldn't die from getting stabbed by Vader. And in the first episode, and we still have this stupid nonsense about attacking without a weapon. And Mace says this again in this. They have the whole conversation. I'm like, bitch, you had 12 ninja stars. What are you talking about? You didn't attack with a weapon, and you killed a Jedi Master in the first episode with a butter knife.
I got to tell you guys, I recently started a series that many people have begged me to watch. I started watching it. I'm starting the 3rd season tomorrow, and it is on Apple TV Plus, For All Mankind.
Oh, yeah.
For All Mankind cost $45 million to make all 10 episodes in season 1, and it is superior to anything Disney Plus has made in every way imaginable.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I watched the first 2 seasons. I don't think I ever started season 3 with it, Coach. I kind of got out of it.
Season 3 is where they go to Mars, and I'm in.
Okay, no, wait. I think I did. Maybe I did start watching that one. It's been a few years.
Scott Edwards with a $4.99 super chat. I'm really only invested in the Mandoverse and Thrawn story. I really like Ahsoka, Luke, Bo-Katan, and Mando as characters. We cannot wait, Scott, to get back to the freaking Mandoverse. Even though season 3 of Mando wasn't very, that's how bad this is. There will be, if there's an Ahsoka, I'm sorry, if there is a Acolyte season 2, I will be shocked. It is inexplicable.
Not happening.
I thought everybody keeps talking about that. And I could be wrong, but I always got the impression that the Acolyte from the get-go was intended as a limited series. Like
they wanted to make 2 seasons. Headland has talked about it, and they've already greenlit season 2. That was out several months back.
Was that an official Disney statement, or was that?
That was like Variety.
Okay, because I mean, like,
but now we at 14%.
So Warner Brothers, exactly.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Warner Brothers officially greenlit season 3 of House of the Dragon, and they announced that Saturday or Friday last week before season 2 even dropped. Yeah. That was an official Warner Brothers press release.
Season deal too, you know.
Yeah, but my point is that was an official Warner Brothers press release. I'd love to go back and see where Variety got that information from, because I don't remember seeing an official Disney press release.
Can you guys imagine this going into a 2nd season? Like, we're halfway through it, guys. Praise God, we're halfway through it.
You can't justify this kind of money if they want to make a 2nd season, and you literally cut the budget in half. Cut it down to $90 million.
Can you explain to me how we've seen $90 million in these 4 episodes?
It's none whatsoever. None. Let me tell you what it is. It's all in overpaying the people who worked on this show, clearly, that has to be a big part of it. I know they spent $50 million in pre-production costs because that's what Disney did. That's what Disney reported on their own financial return filed in the UK for Blue Stocking, which is the production LLC for this company, or the limited company in the UK. $50 million for pre-production. They cut off the financial reporting at the end of September of 2022, which was just about 10 days before cameras started rolling. So that means they spent $50 million basically leasing Shinfield Studios out in the UK, about 40 kilometers or so, I believe, west of London. Building the sets inside the sound stages, basically everything we're seeing a lot of right now, like the scene, like on the planet they were in when they were walking through the forest, that was all built on the sound stage. You could tell because all those plants were obviously professionally landscaped in there. But they built a big exterior set on a back lot of Shinfield, a big interior set, props, costumes, getting the script done, $50 million before cameras rolled on this. And what is everybody complaining about? How kind of rinky-dink a lot of the set pieces look. But that's what they spent all this money on. And of course, they had some location shooting later on. They went to the Canary Islands. We saw some of those shots already out there off the coast of Portugal. They went on location to a few other places outside there. But look, Lord of the Rings, House of the Dragon, guess where they did a lot of their filming and their location filming? It was all in the UK. It was in Wales. It was in, some of them, I think the shots will be in Scotland again. They get a lot of those. There's a lot of gorgeous landscape out there in the UK. And again, look at what House of the Dragon is getting in terms of visuals and the camera work and the cinema versus this. And they shot it for the same money and literally shot it in the same country.
Yeah.
At around the same time. Like, this is embarrassing. This is
that's where I talk about it's talent. It's about the talent. It's about the talent behind the camera. It's about the talent at the pen. Who's writing the dialogue? Who's running the cameras? Who's doing the work? And when you get a bunch of diversity hires because you got an agenda to push, this is what you get. Okay, you can have the same location, you can have the same places, you can have, and you just can't get it done. You know,
well,
even
DA,
with
here's the
a
point
near
with
budget, a budget that's almost the exact same budget as House of the Dragon. You know, and you just can't get it done because you don't have the talent behind the wheel. You need talent behind
how
the
about
wheel.
How about the fact for years Kathleen Kennedy was saying, we want a woman to helm a show, but we've got to wait until we find one that has demonstrated the ability to be able to make something really good.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
And then you put all the eggs in Leslie Headland's basket. If I were a woman, I would be pissed right now.
Oh, let me tell you who should be pissed watching this show. And I'm not saying she is, but there's a woman out there that probably should be pissed that I think, especially based on the fact of who her dad was, who knows how to make movies.
Oh,
You're damn right, Bryce Dallas Howard's probably got to be looking at this going,
if they were ever going to do any kind of let's hand it to somebody, you hand it to Bryce Dallas Howard, whose dad is, invested. He paid his dues at Lucasfilm. That's who you hand it to. You don't hand it to Charmino, Chinoy, and Leslie Headland.
Her father has made. I want somebody from that stock. Yeah, give me that because this is so, and again, people talk, well, she did these episodes of The Mandalorian and all this. Okay, she wasn't the showrunner, y'all. She wasn't the showrunner.
Right.
Give her somebody that's proven themselves before with Star Wars, working with what she had to work with. But I mean, the director of an episode of Mando or 2 episodes of Mando, and they're like, well, Bryce Dallas Howard did this one. She ain't the showrunner. She didn't write the script. The director on a series like this basically gets handed a set of instructions of paint by numbers and says, do this. By whoever's running the show. So...
And think about it. If you had Bryce Dallas Howard in the mix, guess what? You're probably also getting Ron Howard. Because why would Ron Howard not want his daughter to shine? Like,
you wouldn't think that Bryce would be like talking
your
to her
series
dad
is
every
going to
night?
be the best thing ever. Your series is going to be the best thing ever. I'm coming on set almost every damn day. I'm going to make damn sure that your series is a success.
I don't think Ron
maybe not every day.
Ron wouldn't have to be there on the set, but I mean, you don't think that somebody like Bryce and Ron, probably like Bryce would come home at the end of the day and show Dad the dailies, like this is what we did today, and he'd be like, Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's go through some of these super chats real quick, guys. Scott Edwards, $1.99. Sam Wilson will be good as Captain America. We'll see, brother. Hope
He's
that
good
you
as
like
Falcon.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Dave Long with a big $20 super chat. This was not Star Wars. This was a daydream of Headland. What we know as Star Wars is dead. Put a fork in it. Star Wars is dead. It's over. No one cares. No one was watching. We are done. I am feeling that, Dave. I really am. They can't destroy the Star Wars that we love. But this Disney Star Wars is atrociously bad, brother. Thank you so much for that big $20 super chat. Matt Teween with a $5 super chat. Was that Paddington the Padawan bear? I think so, and he was a they.
Yes.
He was a they, Matt Teween.
They was there.
They were there in the episode. Naga Raja with a $5 super chat. You are saints sacrificing yourselves for the sake of all of us. Eternal thanks.
I don't
Thank
feel
you,
very saintly
Naga
right
Raja.
now.
Appreciate that very much, my friend. Showguns with a $5 super chat. I just saw a bunch of 5-star audience reviews. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. I just saw a bunch of 5-star audience reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Is that Disney working their magic? It's
Yes.
got to be.
Yes,
It's
that's the
gotta
Disney
be.
bots. That's the Disney bots.
No
they get
doubt.
out there first.
No doubt about it, man.
Now I gotta go look it up.
And Valiant, I saw your private chat. All good, brother. Mr. Dangs has been a member for 9 months. The show has been trash. We are all in this together. Amen, brother. Appreciate you very much. Mara Jade Skywalker has joined our member family. Welcome aboard, Mara Jade Skywalker. And also, David Francis has joined our member family as well. Both of you guys, welcome aboard. We'll be having member pop-ins Thursday night. Hope that you guys, it'll be a members-only stream in the second half of the show. Hope you can make it. A. Marcellus, speaking of member pop-ins, he's awesome. $10 super chat. This episode was just people running from one place to another. Worst Jedi ever. A group of trained professionals couldn't sense their way through a forest. It was horrible. The whole episode was like, what are we doing? DA said it. Exposition after exposition after exposition. And I'm like, what are we doing? Thank you, A. Marcellus. We appreciate that very much. Scott Edwards of the $1.99. The Ahsoka Mando episode is as good as any movie. I don't even remember the Ahsoka Mando episode.
What?
You're talking about Mando season 2 when Ahsoka first appeared.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
the
okay,
okay. Ahsoka.
Season 2 Mando
got it,
episode
got it.
where
Yeah.
Ahsoka came in.
That-
At least,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
Scott, if I'm wrong, but that's the way I read it. So,
Yeah. Thank you, Valiant. I did it because I was like, I don't remember Mando and Ahsoka. So thank you. Yes, I agree. That was really good. A. Marcellus, $5. Everyone should play the Jedi Knight games and read I, Jedi. Kyle Katarn and Corran Horn are real men and real Jedi. What an incredible series. The whole Jedi Knight thing. And by the way, the people who say that I am a misogynist, Mysteries of the Sith and the main character of Mara Jade is one of my favorite games of all time. So you can suck it.
There's so many cool female characters throughout the history of Star Wars. Unfortunately, Disney doesn't know how to make any of them.
They don't.
No.
Yeah, good point. Pirate
Or
Dark,
any character.
Tanave, member for 2 months. So how's Disney's stock doing? You'll have to ask Valiant about that. Valiant? Wait.
It's still
even
floating
know.
around 100. I mean,
Okay.
it's
All right.
yeah. It's
So it's holding.
probably going to do a little bit better in the next couple of months if I had to guess, because Inside Out 2 is banging, and we're looking at a potential $200 to $250 million opening weekend domestically only for Deadpool.
Yeah.
It might beat
Right.
Spider-Man No Way Home, and that's all going to happen before the next earnings call. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Very cool. Debbie Young with the $4.99 super chat. Isn't someone being looked into for embezzlement on this show? I don't think so. It is ridiculous though, Debbie. Thank you so much. Reynaldo with a $5 super chat. Dude, you can't end the episode on a force push.
Well, they did it. Hey, look, I got
Force
accused
push.
on social media today, me and some others, of we're all just getting, we're all getting paid by the Koch brothers to do this to Disney. I'm still waiting for my check. Still waiting for my check.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't got my check yet, but okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ronaldo, for sending that in, man.
Oh, they're not sending you one DA. You're black. You don't count them for that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
you don't count. Dogger
Look at me.
Raja
Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
has
man.
become a YouTube member.
Cut me to the quick.
Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to your EBN family. Scott Edwards, Captain Marvel is a good character. Yeah, some people think so. Thank you, Scott.
Not in the MCU.
And then Scott, another $1.99. Who gets to define what's canon and what's not? You do. That's the answer. You get to determine what you think is canon and what you don't. What is acceptable and what is not. And then there is what Disney established as canon, and you're probably not going to like it if you have any senses about yourself. So thank you, guys. That catches us all up. We are You Are Echo Base Network. I'm going to play this video in honor of all of your very generous super chats. We are You Are Echo Base Network. This video is for you guys. Some real Star Wars.
I'm sorry,
Heavy
you just
Mundi.
played that, and you just illustrated the point that I made about the Acolyte cinematography right there in that clip. Look at the clip, action banging away, quick close-ups, building tension. You know, the lightsaber ejects from R2, Luke, close-up of him flipping up over. No, 50 medium shots and stuff like this, except to establish wide angles. Everything was boom, 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 boom. And that was shot in late 81 and into 82 for that scene.
Well,
Over 40 years ago. And again, on a much smaller budget, even with inflation, than what we're dealing with now on this show. And they got none of this crap. None of it. None of it. And again, I've been around people who don't know, a lot of photography for a long time. I still love doing it. I know. Love doing it.
yeah,
you know
Valiant,
what?
you
But
were
it's
one of the people
less
that
gay
was,
than disc golf.
Hey, bitch, I won league tonight. Okay. All right. I don't want to hear it.
Valiant, you were one of the people that was interested in a lot of Knee Pain's other camera videos and stuff, weren't you?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say again.
Or you were one of the people
Matt
that was telling
Cave.
us you,
Matt Cave was
oh, it was
watching.
Matt Cave. I thought
Yeah.
it was Valiant. Yeah, because Knee Pain had a lot of other camera.
Oh no.
review
You
videos.
told me about that. Yeah, we talked the other night where he had camera review videos, and I told you, I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of stuff I nerd out on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
we have another honored brother in the YouTube space. I love this man. Only 2% homo. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think?
I'm gonna let you get X-Wing's opinion because I do have to run. And
Brother,
and buddy,
appreciate you
X-Wing,
coming
come on over tomorrow because we got to talk, man.
We got some stuff to talk about.
We got some stuff to talk about, but I do have to run real quick. But thank you guys
Valiant,
for having
thank
me.
you, bro.
Y'all stick
Thank
around.
you.
Hey, by the way, chat,
Valiant.
1,600 of y'all watching, 600 likes.
1830.
18. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm behind on my YouTube.
Hit that
Hit
button.
the like button. We can get over 1,000 likes right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Valiant,
1,000
tell everybody
likes,
what you're doing next before you hit the exit, brother.
All right, so tomorrow there should be 2 videos coming out, which is a rare for me. So tomorrow, I don't know what the order is going to be. One of them is going to be the reaction video that the great Jonas J. Campbell, my friend and amazing editor, and I did a live cold reaction to episode 4 with all the jokes. If you don't have the commercials on Disney Plus, I'm sorry, because that was literally the best part of this episode. The Arnold Schwarzenegger State Farm commercials where he does junk on Terminator and Predator in him is so funny. We were like, this is the best part of this whole show. That, and also we will break down how badly the numbers, because the official numbers came out today from Warner Brothers, how badly House of the Dragon curb stomped The Acolyte.
Oh yeah,
so
almost
At a much
2 to
lower
1.
rating than season 1 too. That's
no,
the crazy part.
try 5-1.
Okay,
Yeah. Reruns of Seinfeld probably did better.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at the analytic. I'm with you because Disney and the Acolyte was a 2 episodic premiere.
Well, okay, so they only counted on the second release when Disney said we got 11.1 million views over release plus 5. That was, they said, for the premiere episode only, just like they did with Ahsoka. Only Master and Apprentice with Ahsoka. Same thing with this one. The issue is that in the 24-hour period globally, Disney measured 4.8 million views. In the U.S. alone, they measured 8 million views for House of the Dragon Sunday night, not 24 hours, just in the U.S.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So, So, I mean,
that's a decrease from season 1's premiere.
It is.
That's a normal thing, and it's going to grow and gain traction over time. You just wait and see.
Well, but
It's
Nielsen
superior
actually
in
said,
every way.
It is, but Nielsen actually said, Coach, Sunday night was a historic low for viewership. And also remember that in 2022, when House of the Dragon premiered, it premiered in August. This one premiered 9 o'clock on Father's Day Sunday.
Day. Yeah.
So this was very. So I want to see what happens.
Light
after
marketing as well. I could be mistaken, but the marketing for House of the Dragon season 2 seemed nearly non-existent. At least in the spaces that I operate in, it was nearly non-existent.
Well, according to the news out there, HBO spent more on marketing on this show than anything they've ever done in HBO history.
It's still
Really?
even. Here's the thing: we're complaining about a 22% drop off, but here's the deal: it's still one of the biggest shows ever. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
It's still one of the biggest non-live sports events ever.
It's going to be the #1 streaming show on any platform anywhere
100%.
in the world.
It is the
done.
largest premiere that has ever happened on Max. The biggest premiere on Max. Because remember, 2 years ago, there were still a lot more people watching on linear broadcast HBO through a cable box than there is today.
You know, it sucks that we have a Star Wars channel, bros, and House of the Dragon destroys anything Star Wars does, any way you want to look at it.
This is actually a green screen. I've removed all of this, and it's actually all Westerosi memorabilia behind me now.
I believe
All that stuff's actually outside burning in a big, huge fire pit.
Exactly.
All right, you guys have a
Valiant,
good night.
thank you.
I'll see y'all soon.
See you, Valiant.
See ya,
Y'all
brother.
can stop
See
by
ya.
tomorrow. See y'all later.
Yeah, man. Yeah. X-Wing, did you watch that debacle? What are your thoughts?
I watched it live, which I really didn't want to do. It was so funny. I was sitting there in bed, and I was actually watching Harry Potter. I was watching
Something good.
it was Order of the Phoenix. I think I was sitting there.
Be right back, guys. Be right back.
Okay.
I'm looking at my clock, and I'm like, I have to go do this. You know, imagine that a brand new Star Wars show, and I'm going, I really don't want to do this. Like, I have to do this. Why? Like, there's nothing to talk about. Why are we doing it? I'm glad I did for a couple reasons. I came into this episode thinking that the biggest problem was going to be something about pronouns and just eye rolling, and that was going to be an issue.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't think for any reason that they would lore break in this episode or they would ruin continuity or anything like that, but they wound up actually doing that.
Are you talking about Ki-Adi-Mundi?
Ki-Adi-Mundi's not alive at this point. He's not even he's not born yet, and he's like 32, right? He's 32 years old or maybe 35, I don't know. Whatever the case is, Syrians have a near human near human lifespan, right? So I mean, 65 years old is old. You're a wizard at that
old
point.
in the prequels, bro.
He was old. He wasn't 150.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was not. So, and then there's some people saying that it might have been Plo Koon that was in that scene as well, which would totally not make sense, but he wasn't credited in the credits for that anyway. So
I got to ask you as somebody who identifies as a prequel fan first, that's what you grew up with.
Yeah.
And I love that. How did that make you feel when you saw him? Were you like, yes? Or you're like, what?
No, you know what I said actually in my live stream? I was like, oh, interesting, a Syrian. Like, you don't really see a lot of those. You know, this is the first time we're seeing.
I didn't
Syrian.
think it was him either.
And then, it was actually somebody in chat that was like, hey, did you see Ki-Adi-Mundi was credited. And I'm like, wait. Hold on a minute. What?
Yeah. Star Wars Theory apparently flipped out on it too.
Not happy. Theory's not happy.
He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be alive. And this gives further credence to the thought that there is a gigantic Jedi cover-up to basically sweep under the rug that there were Sith alive, and they knew about it. Which again is, and if we can look at everything that they've done, obviously they don't give a schnitz about continuity. They don't care about anything in that respect. But beyond that, they also kind of shot themselves in the foot. Something really funny is that when the Wookiee dies, he's just got a little slash across his chest.
Yeah, and he's
whereas
dead
you can get plunged through the heart with a lightsaber and survive, but if he scratches you on the chest,
over again,
if he scratches you on the chest, you die.
Finn didn't even die, and he's a human. This is a Wookiee, and Finn survived
off camera.
But the Wookiee's dead from a lightsaber slash across the chest.
What a coward's way out to not even show us the death on camera. Potentially the coolest freaking character you've got in the show.
I had no interest in the shave-headed Wookiee.
I didn't either.
I didn't care about the shaved-headed Wookiee at all. What did they give us for us to care about the shaved-headed Wookiee?
Nothing.
And snaps a blaster in half.
Yeah.
I don't give a schnitz about. I'm trying so hard not to.
But the truth is, I don't care about any of these characters. The story is so bad. And here's the thing: the show media can't stand it. It's not racist, misogyny, bigotry, any of those things. The story is just non-comprehensible.
It's trash.
It's awful. I have to go pee.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. Whenever I get around my friends, guys like you, we understand Star Wars. I tend to be less analytical because we're just laughing at this point.
Oh,
but
yeah.
From an analytical standpoint, it was a poorly written show. The pacing was horrible in that episode.
Did you see the CG of the ship coming down, landing at the forest?
Again,
how crappy that looked.
So it's so mind-boggling to me. Where's the money going?
No clue.
We've been asking that all night, bro.
Yeah,
We've been trying to figure this thing out all night. Where is the money?
Yeah.
Where's the money, Lebowski? We have no idea where the money is going. Right now, they have stolen, I'm guessing, at least $100 million. This thing looked like it cost maybe 80. They've stolen $100 million out of Disney's pockets and BlackRock's pockets. I don't know where the money is at.
Yeah,
it ain't in this show. It sure as hell ain't in this show.
No, Valiant was saying that basically they just overpaid all these people that worked on this thing.
So that's what I said is essentially they put the money into, it has to be into the departments that worked on it. It's got to be in the art department. It's got to be in the costume department. It's got to be in,
And that doesn't even include
Leslie
marketing.
Headland's. Yeah. And the marketing that they put into this is insane. The amount of stuff that they slapped all over the internet, the amount of interviews that they did, everything just to try to sell this thing to us. And now that it's here, people aren't buying it. And of course, what's happening is the media is coming out. They tried the women one first. So I don't know if you noticed, but those were the first wave of articles that came out. It was misogyny, right? Yeah. And the fan base goes, shut up. We have loved women in Star Wars since day one. We love Satele Shan. We love all the female writers of the expanded universe. We love, women have been in Star Wars forever. And then they go, okay, that's not working. What should we do? Flip it to Rossism. Do Rossism. Yeah. That's going to be the next one that'll work.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to work. Like I just pointed out, you had a black female lead of a Star Wars series with Ahsoka. All right. Rosario Dawson led Ahsoka, not review bombed. All right. It's not sitting at 14%. So I don't want to hear it. Okay. This is just trash. I don't want anybody trying to explain, it's a manless and it's the, LGBTQ, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. Okay. This is garbage. This is hot garbage on a stick. You can't try to convince me otherwise. So at the end of the day,
thought it was a good idea to bring Biden the sniffing beaver onto the show? Like that was going to be a good.
And then he ran off and left all of them, and they didn't even know where he was.
Yeah, we lost
and then
him
he had
again.
to start using his little rat.
He found, I guess, what's his name, Kelnaka. He stumbled upon his thing, but it's so bad, man.
Yeah, and then
Like,
May
nothing
falls.
makes sense in this show. Nothing makes sense as you try to follow the through line to whatever the writer was trying to go to. Nothing is making any sense. This is just stuff happening, and then they just go from scene to scene to scene to scene, and it's like I don't understand what's happening here. But at the end of the day, this is garbage. Okay, the acting is trash. The writing is trash. I can't follow your story. I don't care. I don't care about any characters. I'm not invested whatsoever. And we're 4 episodes in, and I'm completely uninvested in anything that's happening on the screen.
They don't care.
You don't say. You don't.
How do you want us to
1000%
care if
Leslie
you don't care?
It's amazing that Star Wars is in this shape, guys. It really is. I'm not being a hater. We are fans for our entire lives. We want to love what they're doing, and we can't because we have to be real. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. This is the worst written story I've ever seen.
And you can say that as a normie.
Yeah, as a normie.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. If this had nothing to do with Star Wars, if Star Wars wasn't attached to this at all, I would say I would be saying the same thing. Just because it's Star Wars doesn't mean that I'm like, okay, I'm being extra critical. I would look at them like, what's the story here? What's going on here? I don't care about the character. The main thing to me, the main thing is always the characters. Do I care about this May, OSHA, whatever? Do I care about it? I do not care about these characters. I don't care if they live or die. All right. I don't care what they're trying to figure out. If they get back together, if they love each other, if they hate each other. I don't care about these characters. And the writers have given me no reason to care. And that's the main thing. The number one thing is the avatar for the audience is the main character, because that's the person that brings you into the story and makes you care about all the crap that's happening. And if you care about the main character, if you care about them, either succeeding or not succeeding, if you care about it, you'll care about the story, even if the story isn't that great.
The thing about this character, the thing about this episode or this show, DA, is who is the main character?
I guess it's OSHA.
OSHA and May. Yeah.
It's Amanda Listenberg.
It's Amanda Listenberg,
it's
which, Leslie Headland came out and said, I wrote this show for you. I wrote this show specifically for you and her ideology and everything like that. That's what this show is about. Yeah. But I mean, to me, again,
this show is for Leslie Headland.
If you write a character that is compelling, you can take that thing. Look at like Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow is an amazing character. And if you write a Captain Jack, they created a series off of this one character. There's only really one good movie in Pirates of the Caribbean. The rest of the movies are just kind of but you show up for Captain Jack Sparrow, right? Yep. Because he's a great character. So that's the thing. You have to write great characters. If you bring a great character across the board, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. I want to see the next adventure of Captain Jack Sparrow. I could give a damn about these 2 chicks. I don't care what happens to them. So, I don't care if they live or die. Like I said, I don't care if they live or die. They could have. What we were saying this on the Patreon. Killer. When the Sith Lord rolls up to killer. Yeah. That would be something interesting that happens.
Yeah,
they'd have nothing for us.
Well, look, Amanda Listenberg as the lead is not getting it done. And look, is it because of her, or is it because of the showrunner and the direction and the writing?
Well, they're not doing her any favors.
Or is it all of it? They're not helping her at all.
Yeah.
They're not helping her at all. I don't dislike Amanda Listenberg because she's black, because she's whatever she is. I'm looking at performance and the show as a whole, and it is the worst Star Wars I've ever seen. Ever. Guys, we got to go through the super chats. The Star Wars Politics, $5. Has anyone mentioned that Ki-Adi-Mundi's credited and wasn't even born yet? Filoni is credited as CCO. Hidalgo is credited as lore advisor.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I did. That's So, it was actually the first person that brought it up to me was Rissman. He sent me a message and he goes, darn you, Ki-Adi-Mundi. And I went, wait, that's not actually Ki-Adi. I thought it was just a Syrian Jedi. Ki-Adi freaking Mundi.
Yeah. Nothing in the show made you realize it was him.
No. I mean, the eye color, maybe. But even then, I was like, it's just another Syrian Jedi.
Yeah.
Nope. freaking Kiadi, not even born yet. Grown man.
Yep.
David Francis, $5. Thank you, Nick X-Wing Coach Valiant DA, for making these videos and for giving us all a voice. Well, first of all, for the 2,000 people here in chat right now, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for giving us a voice.
Yep. Thank you. It wouldn't be what it is without you. So you're the most important. The weed in your garden with a $2 super chat, X-Wing, will now identify as Scissor Wing.
If I want to stay relevant in the Star Wars universe, I think we got to make a change.
You're going to have to, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to have to.
We're going to change the logo to this.
Can I be like your pet or something? I don't know. Your old
You've been
man.
in the Bahama Mamas, man. We got on some 2%, and now you want to be my pet? What are
Hey,
you doing today?
I have had way too much Maker's Mark. I'm going to tell you. Like, my wife bought it for me.
To.
My wife bought it for me for Father's Day, and I have been drinking it like a crazy person watching Star Wars.
You gotta to get through this stuff.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
This was only 28 minutes. Man, imagine if you had a longer episode.
Bro. Oh,
I'm glad this was.
We would be disappointed if it was longer.
You know what, though? I will tell you this. The only exciting moment in this show lasted about 4 seconds, and then they cut to credits.
Yeah.
More than anything, I want to see the battle that's better than the Duel of the Fates. I am dying to see that, because
But
then
this
I
show,
go,
but this
okay,
show
so you-
can't do that.
Wait. So let me ask you, do you think that's what's up first? Episode 5?
there's no shot they give us the satisfaction of that fight at the
I don't
beginning.
think so.
There's
If
no
they
shot.
do, I'll be angry.
You know what we're gonna do? So you know what I think is gonna happen next episode? We're gonna go back and we're gonna see May's version of events of what happened at the Witch Coven.
There's
Oh my
definitely
God.
going to be more flashbacks. It's coming. Because it doesn't make sense when you look at episode 3 and how the entire Witch Coven died. All
Yeah.
standing right by each other. The fire that May started doesn't explain that.
So
So there
she's going
has
to
to be
crawl
more.
up. She's going to crawl up from whatever the hole that she fell into. She's going to crawl up from that, and she's going to see what really happened.
Yeah.
But
Is
the
that what
thing
your
is,
guess
bro,
is?
I can't believe we're even saying that because this show is so trash. Who cares what happens?
So that's
I
where I'm
don't
at
care.
with my friends who are in the creative space and are saying, like, I can't believe they made that decision. And there's a video that comes back. There's a video about, I can't believe Leslie Headland did this. I don't want them to make those videos, because you know what's going to happen in 2 episodes when she does the Ryan Johnson gotcha and it comes back out. The shills are gonna come back and be like, "See, you just don't understand Star Wars. You didn't."
my
And I'm
gosh.
just like, bro, you got like.
I'm
it's
so
so
glad
bad.
you said that because I want to go on to Twitter right now
Get ready
and do a search for the hashtag Acolyte and see what they're saying.
Oh, they're
And
incredible.
Look, this isn't about hating these people. I don't hate these people. I just don't understand it. And
I'm fine with discourse, fan discourse. Coach, I'm a prequel baby. You're an original trilogy baby.
yeah.
You and I can sit down and talk about Star Wars
And
all day. No problem.
we're not going to see it exactly the same, but I love you like family.
But you know what's funny? When you see the Disney fans pissed off at us, it's you're a misogynist. You're racist.
All the things, bro.
And then the physical threats start to come out. Why don't you say that to my face about the Acolyte? I'll kick
Dude,
your ass.
Can you imagine if they walked up to me or you at Icon and said that?
They wouldn't.
They would. Well, they damn sure wouldn't do it to you. You're 6'3", 200 pounds. They'd beat their ass.
Nobody is defending
I'm a little
the
guy.
Acolyte, man.
I wouldn't.
I'm a little
I wouldn't
guy.
beat him up.
But let me tell you, this dude right here.
At
Yeah.
the end of the day, the funny part is that they say, "Why are you so upset about it? It's just a fantasy show." And then they turn around and they threaten people with physical violence. And I'm saying, why are you so upset about it? It's just, we know Star Wars isn't real.
Yeah.
We just love it.
Passionate forever. The most important part, besides like my family, of my childhood. Like, I can't even tell you what Star Wars means to me as a grown-ass man.
I said
Coach,
it the
you
other
wouldn't
day.
be.
This has
No,
been
go
my
ahead,
best
X.
friend for my whole life. Star Wars has
Right.
been my best friend since I was a kid.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here if it was just some kids show or whatever, something we did for kids, we would not be here. We wouldn't be talking about it. We wouldn't be online. There wouldn't be how many people, 2,000 plus watching with us. There wouldn't be
1,989 people right now.
there would not be this many people here if Star Wars was just some meaningless nonsense that nobody cared about. Okay. Yeah. We care about this. It means something to all of us. And that's why we're here. It's a part of our childhood. It's a part of our upbringing. It's almost like talking about your friends that you grew up with. It's like if you tried to like trash some of the kids that you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a guy I grew up with. This is like my friend, man. This guy's part of my life. He helped shape me into the man that I am today. All right. And I'm 50 years old, and I'm like, this is a guy that Star Wars. This is a guy that helped me get through some of the roughest moments in my life. All right. Some of the most tragic, hardest moments in my life. Some of the things that I had to deal with as a kid growing up, and I had Star Wars to fall back on. Don't try to tell me that this is unimportant. All right. This is part of my culture. This is part of who I am. This is what has shaped me. So don't come to me like that.
The best allegory I have for the whole thing is I grew up in a tourist town. Okay. So I grew up in a place called Truckee, California. They had the Olympics there a long time ago. It's a ski town. It's up in the mountains. It was a real quiet town. As the years progressed, more and more tourists started to come to the town. They started to change it. They added different things, more resorts, yada, yada, yada. Star Wars is experiencing the same thing that my hometown grew up with, okay? Now, I lived, breathed, and loved the forests of my hometown of Truckee. I love the mountains. I love the serene tranquility of everything about that town. Now, you have these people moving into Truckee, and they say, why do you hate all the additions? You just hate this town. You never actually liked this town, did you? You hate it. And it's like, dude, I grew up here. This is my home. You guys are changing it.
Right.
I'm not the problem. Truckee was beautiful and it didn't need to be changed. And now you guys are showing up in freaking Bugattis and Teslas and blowing my town up and changing it into like Aspen, Colorado, and telling me I'm the one who needs to leave. You leave, tourist. You leave.
Exactly. And here's the thing, X-Wing, and this is right up your alley. Of all four of us here, right here on the stream, this speaks to you more than any of us. World-renowned GeoHound says Wikipedia just changed the birth date of that Jedi, Ki-Adi-Mundi, from the Phantom Menace right now in real time at Echo Base Network. And we've got it confirmed by our brother, I love this man, Matt Cave Gaming. Holy moly, Wikipedia updated Ki-Adi-Mundi's info within the past 10 minutes. I literally had it open and then refreshed it.
You want to talk about
let me tell you something.
History?
Matt Cave Gaming, there is not a lie in that man. That's 100% truth.
Yeah, this is not a grifter. This is not somebody who's out to get views on hate clicks or anything like that. Matt Cave has been as positive
only we
as
do that here.
Possibly be about it.
Only we do that.
I mean, he legitimately one of the greatest.
They're changing the canon in the middle of the episode.
They're changing it in front of your face.
Yeah.
They said no. D-Day happened on June 9th.
That didn't really happen.
No,
guys.
it didn't.
It's in Wikipedia. Look. Just wait. The shields are going to be like, no, look, this is when he was born.
No, I just checked Wikipedia, who has me blocked, by the way, now, because I called them out.
They have us blocked as well. They've blocked us a long time ago.
Because they made Luke bisexual. Shut the fudge up. I am doing so good tonight with my cursing.
You're doing great.
I know. I'm really trying.
So I just did a quick YouTube search on the Acolyte episode 4 reaction just to look at some of the shield channels, and their own audiences are downvoting their videos.
I'm having fun with the Acolyte, but these abrupt cliffhangers must be destroyed. That's one thing I see.
I don't mind that. A show should have a good hook, right? At the end, an abrupt cliffhanger. I love that. You know who does that better than anyone? Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. They bring you back for the next episode. That has to happen. The problem is that the stuff that happens in the show isn't interesting enough to warrant a hook at the end. That's why we don't like it. It's like nothing happens. Finally, here's some pace, and it's over.
It's over. And in the middle of all that, about 2/3 of the way through, they had the red shirt Jedi team, where 12 of them show up to go fight one.
Is that a Star Trek reference?
Yeah.
Where they'll all die.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's like, who are these guys? Oh, they're the red shirts. They're just here to die.
Gentlemen, we got some super chats to go through. Kyla S. with a £2 super chat. The quick correction from he or they cringe.
What? So why do they feel the need? And look, I will take my medicine if I'm an improper Star Wars lore master. Have we come across the Joe Biden beaver species before?
No.
In Star Wars.
Not that I remember.
I'm not familiar with that species.
I haven't seen gerbils in my Star Wars.
What? That's their language? And frickin' High School Musical is like, oh, he said that he's not far away. I'm like, what planet are they from?
And
Who is that?
don't call the gerbil it or stick it with a he. You got to change it to a they.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's ridiculous. It was subtle. I'll give him that. But still, come on.
I call him the Biden beaver because he's just like...
Yeah.
Well, Nick and I at Echo Base Network, our pronouns are He-Man, Prince Adam, or Master of the Universe. So get it right.
Yeah.
Lego D17 said it's nice to see the gopher from Caddyshack get another role.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
He's back.
That is freaking hilarious.
Turns out he never actually killed him.
Kyla S., thank you so much. We got another super chat for $5 Canadian from Ren Impman. I just got back from watching the Oilers. How did episode 4 go, brother? It was bad. It was just a piss poor story.
Yeah. If you're watching this, you're literally missing anything. You could completely just anybody out there, just skip this whole show. Just skip it. If we didn't have this YouTube channel, we wouldn't even be watching it.
Bad. There's so much out there to watch that's actually good and entertaining.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for sending that super chat in. Our friend Lou Capadonna. What's up, Lou? We'll see you Thursday night, I hope, man. Lucas said you can't put pants on a woman and call her a hero. They write women like boring dudes. They have no idea how to write natural, compelling women. I agree.
Yeah. The thing is, we're straight white males. We like women, but we just want well-written, good character women, not these weirdos written characters.
I agree. Matt Cave Gaming, our brother. Anyone talking about how Ki-Adi-Mundi is there as an adult before he was born? Lol. I know it's now Legends, but he was born in 93 BBY. Why change that?
Because they wanted to have some jingling keys in this episode, and they needed something to be like, hey guys, remember this?
That backfired, Nick. That backfired.
Yeah,
because the fans are not happy about it. Yep.
They needed to have that jangling keys out there, and so that they pulled him to be the.
I missed Matt Caves. Dang it.
We got Buka for $10. Do you think the viewing numbers will be skewed because people will watch to see how bad it is, therefore giving impression of it being successful, or is that not an issue? I don't think it's an issue at all.
No,
the numbers, the reviews are bad.
Yeah. So they clocked it in at 300, and I'm paraphrasing Valiant Renegade right now. Was that on this stream or was that another stream? No, that was a different stream. I was on WDW Pros. So they're calling it 320 million right now. But there was a 170 million viewer bump for episode 3. 170 million viewer bump for episode 3. And I can promise you all of that showed up because of YouTube videos, articles talking about how it destroyed the can, everything. Yeah. So it's a morbid curiosity watch.
It's a train wreck. They tune it in to watch a train wreck.
I think we called it last week that, because of Alan Ng's tweet, everybody was on point. Like, okay, let's see what this is, because everybody wants to watch a car crash. Everybody wants to watch a train wreck. And
I had over 100 people in my watch party. I'm like, what are you guys doing here?
Nobody's watching this saying, look how great this is. Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch
Thank you so much,
power of
Puka.
one, the power of two, the power of many.
The power of many haters.
Yeah.
Frosty with a $2 super chat, 39, and grew up with the wars so sad. Hey, you've got good company because we're all in there with you, brother.
Yep.
They can never take away what we love. With this stream ends tonight, I'm going into my living room and I'm turning in to watching Star Wars, what normies call A New Hope, what me and Nick call Star Wars. Watching it tonight.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might watch Star Wars tonight too.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
By
I'm
the
gonna
way,
go watch
the
Dragon.
character, the man that played Biggs Darklighter, will be at Icon.
No
with,
way.
With the incredible and voluptuous Amy Allen, who played Ayala Secura.
Dude.
What? Nice.
She's freaking bad.
Can we start a petition right now to make some money to get X-Wing out to
You better be coming to Icon.
Yeah.
The rest of us are going to be there.
I don't have it booked. I can't take the time.
You got to go. DA, this man
You got till October.
This man walked up to me, DA, and the first words out of his mouth were, "I thought you were bigger than that."
Wasn't it? I thought you it was supposed to be General Grievous. I thought you'd be taller.
Yeah, I thought
You should
you'd
have
be
said you're a
taller.
little small for a
thought you'd be taller.
stormtrooper.
I'm
Yeah.
5'10". He didn't know they stack shit that high.
Yeah.
Full
GI
Metal
with a-
Jacket reference. I love you.
GI with a $5 super chat. So, when is the Fans versus Kathleen Kennedy movie coming out? Bro, that's a great idea. I could write that.
Yeah, I'd be there for it.
That could be our next project, Nick. The Fans versus Kathleen Kennedy.
Get on it.
That
Get
is
on it.
tempting.
Yeah.
The Fans versus George Lucas is starting to lose some luster after everything
Oh,
we've been seeing.
yes.
Now it's
It is. It's still funny, but yeah, it is. It really is.
You don't know how good you had it.
Padfoot with a $4.99 super chat. The only person you'll see wearing an Acolyte t-shirt is the homeless person who got it donated to them.
If you think for 1 minute Goodwill bins aren't going to be full of Acolyte stuff here in about 2 months,
So bad.
Yeah.
So there's 2 figures I will buy from this series. If they do the lesbian head witch, I'm going to buy that one. And then if they do the Joe Biden beaver, I'm buying those. And I hope that they go to a con somewhere so I can get those signed. I have this fascination with horrible characters that I have to have their figures.
Mike, look, here's the difference in us and so many other people. If you liked the show, brother, awesome. We truly are
Enjoy it, dude.
glad for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. Don't let us shit in your cereal.
We're not hate watching. We're watching, and it just so happens that we
Just
don't like what we're seeing
hate watching.
because we don't think it's good. Let us know in the
100%
comments what you think about why it's good, and we would be interested to see that. But welcome aboard, and thanks for being here.
Yeah. I don't know how anybody can justify or defend this show.
That's how bad it is for me too, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I don't see
There
it.
is
It's
one
like
defense.
watching.
There's one
No,
defense.
Go ahead.
You're a
Go ahead.
misogynist or you're a racist.
That's what they got to go to.
defense.
That's
Yeah.
what they got to go to.
Yeah. Take that out and defend it without using those terms. Actually defend the show. I haven't heard anybody defend it yet. I haven't heard any good
I'm looking on
reason.
Twitter. I'm not seeing anybody saying it's great because
Oh no,
Nothing.
No.
That- I
Yeah,
promise
I've been
you
like
it's
surfing
gonna
Twitter
happen.
as you guys been talking. There's nothing positive coming out right now for
No.
this particular
seeing
episode.
this many
Nothing.
Jedi on a mission is so damn cool. Hashtag the
No, it's
Acolyte.
not.
That's
You
one
guys,
person.
I'm telling you right now, when this show is finished, they're gonna have ammo against you about you complaining about one thing. This is what sneaky people do. They will come out with something. There will be a story change. They will do something that will completely negate a video that you made before. And they'll go, see, stupid, bigoted Star Wars fan. You just didn't wait until the end of the series.
Yeah.
That's what they'll say. I promise it's going to happen.
Yeah, and rumor has it, dollar store Ezra Miller is basically going to end up being the bad guy. Yeah, and
See,
just
now
see
that
how-
they've set it up the way they've set it up, I think they're not going to do that because it's so obvious from this episode when he disappears for that little 5-minute like skirmish, whatever, and then Kelnaka ends up dead. It seems like, okay, they're setting it up for him to be the fall guy. It feels like he's not going to be it, so I don't know who it'll be. It'll probably be Mother Anicia or whatever her name is. It's probably going to end up being her. But I mean, I honestly don't care. All right, they can make it whoever they wanted to make it.
Did you see how he came floating down out of the trees though? It's like, oh, the Sith can fly now. They can fly now, guys. They can fly now.
There's a reason why they put in that little fight between him and Osha, where he's an absolute kung fu master. There's a reason why when they got to the planet, he trips over, the little thing on the landing pad.
It's like they're taking the Darth Jar Jar approach.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I'm gonna give you a hot take.
If he's the villain, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Coach.
Look at this tweet. Even my boy Ki-Adi-Mundi isn't safe from being ruined by Disney Star Wars.
Yep.
This is going to piss X-Wing off and a lot of our prequel fans, but I'm going to say it. And I'm saying this in jest. I don't really mean it, okay?
Oh, just out with it.
I would love to see them just destroy the character of Anakin Skywalker right now.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Well, actually, good news, Coach.
Because that's what they did to us. That's what they did. My case is full of Luke Skywalker, and they killed my hero.
They destroyed the prophecy.
Yeah.
That was a total Trump move. They destroyed the prophecy. They did it.
Okay.
I didn't say it, but a lot of people say it. A lot of people will tell you that they destroyed the prophecy.
But what I was about to say is, it's so obvious that they're setting up this Khmer guy to be the big bad. So if they actually go through with it, and that's actually the big bag, this is the worst writing I've ever seen, because it's so obvious that he is. So if they actually go through with that and make him the bad guy, it's like, what is this? Are you guys that lame?
How do you not see it? How do you not? It's right
it's
in
so
front of your
obvious.
face.
That's what I'm saying. It's so obvious that it's kind of like, it can't be it. This can't really be it. Is this really what you guys are doing? If this is the big, I'm done. Okay, I'm already done, but I'm done. Okay, I can't believe that this is what they're really doing.
Was it theory?
Look how they massacred my boy.
Look how they massacred my boy. Did you see them? I don't know if it was theory or somebody else put out a meme earlier today. And it was like, have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth? Oh, the lesbian witches that did this like 100 years ago? They made 2 of them. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Keep rolling. Ren Impmon, $5 Canadian. Tourist is too nice of a word for them. They are squatters.
Amen.
I'm with you 100%.
They are squatters.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, brother, for sending that in, Renempton. Debbie Young, 1999 super chat. This is what DERI, I think she means DEI, gets you in Star Wars. People writing about a show that has never watched Star Wars. What the hell is that? This is what DEI gets you in Star Wars. People writing about a show. She said it twice. We love her. She's the best. Thank you, Debbie.
That R stands for representation. So that's like a new thing that they're
diversity,
doing.
equity, representation.
That's what they do. They add letters to it.
Yep.
I gotta.
This is why I know what the LGHDQTTV 4K is.
HH is KK is cray cray. Thank you, Humphrey Bear. Appreciate you, bro. Power Hitter 427 $1.99. Wikipedia changed Ki-Adi-Mundi's birthday.
That's insane.
They also credited the head witch lady in this episode. Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Guys, I got some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Some breaking news.
Share it.
So you know how we're always talking about shills and how shills are, paid by Disney and all that. And then they're like, man, I'm wondering where my check's at from Disney. Kyle Katarn, the YouTuber.
Oh, I don't like that one.
Oh, no, he's awful.
Yep.
Yeah. He hates us all.
Yeah, he commented on something to me today, and I clicked on it, and he has me blocked. I'm like, who the fuck is that guy?
So he was live on episode 4. Look who's commenting. The official Star Wars YouTube channel. Can't wait to see your reactions to this week's episode in Leslie's fave next week. in his live stream.
They checking up. They're checking up on him. Hey, Kyle, you better make sure you give us a good review. Okay, we watching you, man. We got our eyes on you. Go ahead and drop a great review for us. They catching them. Yeah. They watching them.
Yeah,
this is literally the culture war equivalent of a Fed.
He is nothing but their little bitch.
Yeah,
he's a Fed. He's a culture war Fed.
Yeah.
This is the guy that blocked us, unblocked us to DM us, blocked us so I couldn't reply, unblocked us to DM us again.
Yeah.
I hope I see his little faggot ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Star Wars jumped into his chat and said, I can't wait to see your reactions, and they better be good. They better be great. You better praise the hell out of this. You better say, oh my God, episode 4, what an amazing
Look
episode.
At his face.
You better do it, bro. I ain't gonna clear. You better do it.
Look at his face.
Oh my God, man, this is hilarious, man.
Look at his face.
This damn shield. I can't stand this dude, man. This dude is the biggest shield of all the shields.
His face about to hit orgasm. His face about to hit orgasm.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Mr. Grizzy. Darth Melvin, Shield of the Week right here.
Go.
Right
Get
here.
him.
Kyle Katarn, the official Star Wars YouTube channel. In his chat, guys.
Sick him.
But these people are giving genuine reactions and are being authentic.
Look, they keeping their eye on this dude. They're keeping his eye on this cat. Yeah. Look at him. Even the look on his face is like, oh shit, I better make sure I give a good review. But you know what, bro? They don't even have to worry because he's gonna suck it all up. He's such a consumer. Slurp. Yep. Yeah, he's slurping it all up, man. Holy crap, man.
Yeah, I wonder if they comment anywhere. Oh, Maria's in there. I guess she don't come around us no more.
We keep it too real.
That is so funny, man.
We keep it
so
too real.
Funny.
Even our old member Maria left
Maria
us.
does not like this show.
Nice catch, Nick. Nice catch, bro.
Yeah.
CS with a $10 super chat. Just finished the episode. My God, is this show boring? I don't know how you can make Star Wars so boring that 20 minutes took forever. This show is a complete abomination. Why was this made? Great question, brother.
Drunk 3PO in the chat, dude.
Oh, is Jay in the chat?
Yeah, the reactions are fake. That's for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah. That they commented again.
But he would never admit that. Yeah. He's playing a role like a dang puppet.
Yeah.
No, I think he honestly believes it. I don't think he's playing a role. I really do. I think he really believes it. This is exactly the fan that Disney Lucasfilm.
I don't see how you could watch this. I don't see how you could watch this and see how it's even close to what George Lucas made.
Because these people buy into truly, and I have a lot of people that I know that truly buy into this. Anything Star Wars is good Star Wars.
Dude, Star Wars could record my dog shitting all over the backyard.
Yeah.
And saying it's episode 5.
Yeah.
And this guy would like it.
It's an amazing subtle message as to the colonialism that exists today.
He wouldn't say a bad thing about the turds in the backyard. Not one.
Toxic positivity. We're going to hit it perfectly.
Yeah.
He's the reason why Star Wars is bad. He's the reason why people can't like Star Wars should be better than what it is. But because we have clowns like this that won't call it out, that won't say that this is garbage, this is trash. Why? Okay, you're the reason. All right, these guys. That's why I can't stand Shields, man. I call Shields out every single chance I get because these are the guys that are supporting this bull crap system. Okay, that I cannot stand from Lucasfilm. These are the guys that prop it up, that keep it going. If everybody called this thing out, if everybody said that this is trash, what are we doing here? Star Wars, what are y'all doing? This is garbage. If everybody said this, they would start to make some change. I feel like they have to.
And our brother Knee Pain, who was here for 3.5 hours yesterday, the former Lucasfilm employee, that's a brother to the channel and a friend of ours now. Thank you, brother. He would roll in it, he says. He would roll in it.
He's
and
a
Drunk
fan.
3PO, Drunk
Can't
3PO,
stand this
he
shit.
also trashed Gina Carano. She would whoop his ass.
Oh, she sure as hell
She'd
would.
whoop,
man.
she'd
Yeah.
whoop all our asses.
We don't
Yeah.
we don't fit violence.
Hey,
on
speak
the
for
other-
yourself, Nick. I'll put up a good fight, but
Yeah, I think I could too.
Gina
I think
Carano's
I might
beating
get
the
a couple of
shit out
shots
of me,
in. Yeah,
But
no,
she'd
no,
beat
real
Kyle
talk.
Katarn's ass.
Yeah, she would
yeah.
beat his ass
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Now, again, man, that's what's so sad, man. It's like these beta males, all right, man, because this is what they want, man. They want all of us men that grew up loving Star Wars to just be a bunch of cucks, and they want to be, you know what I'm saying? They just want us to cuck to this shit. They want us to just basically say, hey, man, be obedient. Be subservient, you know, and that's not in my DNA. I can't do that. All right.
No.
I'm rocking with the original. Okay. And if you guys don't want to rock with the original, man, I can't mess with y'all no more. All right.
I've
That's why
never
I'm talking
forgotten
so
the
roughly.
most
That's why I
poignant
talk the way I
statement.
talk.
I've never forgotten the most poignant statement. Who, you know, he and I are friends now. We hashed out our differences, but absolutely, you know, totally a fan of the stuff that's going on these days. I said we deserve better. They owe us better, and he said Lucasfilm doesn't owe you anything. They don't owe you anything.
What?
And in my mind, I had to try to reconcile what that means. You make a product for us to enjoy. What do you mean they don't owe us? We've backed Lucasfilm since day one. Certainly,
Who are you talking about?
when I could start spending money, I've been back. What do you mean they don't owe us? Of course they owe us.
Who is this person?
We're not calling anybody out on this.
Okay.
We're
I'll
the
send
ones
it- I'll
that
send it
built
to you
this.
in private.
We're the ones. Okay. It's us. We're the ones that built this fan base. How you going to tell us that you don't owe us anything?
Owe me anything? Of course you owe
What
me.
the hell?
That's why we appreciated Jon Favreau back when season 2 was going on in Mandalorian, because he had that conversation about the water cooler talk, and he said it's your job to make sure the fans dig what you're making. That's your job.
Seller and a buyer. What do you mean they don't owe? It's a transactional relationship. They do owe you. It's
It's
in the
ridiculous,
contract.
man.
The real Kyle Katarn in our chat, we're the customers, not blind consumers.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It's unbelievable, man, that we're at this part where a 40-year-old franchise can't deliver the goods to its fan base. You know, the fans that have loved this thing since the 70s. You can't deliver the goods to your fans? Because and again, it's not hard. It's not rocket science, okay? The blueprint is already there. All you got to do is follow the bouncing ball, and they can't do it, or they won't do it.
Yeah.
Either way, whatever they can't or they won't, it's unacceptable. That's why I tell everybody, keep applying pressure. Okay, keep applying pressure. This fan base belongs to us. It doesn't belong to Disney. It belongs to us. Keep applying pressure. All right, we will get our fan base back. We will get our franchise back if you guys keep pushing. Okay.
So here's what I want to ask
serious
you guys.
about that.
Here's what I want to ask you guys. For the first 2 years of Disney Plus, the streaming service, Mandalorian season 1 and 2 came out.
Mm-hmm.
We had so much Jon Favreau going on. I'm not saying he's the savior.
I was optimistic though.
I'm not saying he's the second coming of whatever. But I like what X-Wing just said. I was optimistic. And that man is so quiet now. You never hear from. There's rumors
out,
that he's leaving, that he's gone.
Yeah.
Where are we at? What is going on? Is there any reason to have hope now for Disney Star Wars? What the hell are we going to do in Star Wars channels? I think Nick and I have the only Star Wars channel on Earth, besides maybe X-Wing. I don't think X-Wing goes as hard as we do typically. And I don't mean that in any type of negative way. But golly, we're a Star Wars channel and we don't like anything that they're giving us right now.
Yeah, I don't think
it's
I've
like
been,
we're an anti-Star Wars channel.
Either. You know,
Favreau was the last hope. It was like literally Luke Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? He was like the last hope. and they got to him somehow or another. They said, "Hey, you need to put Lizzo in episode 6 or whatever."
You can't tell me that the same project heads were on season 2 that they were on season 3. Bottom line, hard stop. There's no way the same creatives that were on Mandalorian season 2 were on Mandalorian season 3. There's no shot.
They got to my boy. They got to my boy. They got to John, and they told him, "You need to toe the line."
I don't think he had as big of a hand as people say. And same thing with Book of Boba Fett. There is no shot that a guy, when Mandalorian season 1, season 2 comes out, and he talks about how much he loved the original trilogy, and he loves R2-D2, and he
stop
was
putting that stuff up, man. I'm sorry, man.
You know,
sorry,
he was
X. Stop
watching
putting
those
that up.
movies. He was
Go
watching
ahead.
those movies in the theater, comes out and makes something like the Book of Boba Fett. That makes something like Mandalorian season 3. There's simply no way. And if it's true, John, if you're watching, see a therapist, get some meds, because you've lost your mind. You have absolutely lost your mind. There is no shot that those 2 shows that came out without studio interference that screwed up Jon Favreau's imagination of what that show should have been.
Right.
There's no shot.
There's no way those were made by the same person without interference. There's no way that those were made by the same creator without interference.
Well, the difference in Mando season 2 and 3 is that Dave Filoni became an executive.
Right. Like even in Book of Boba Fett, when you go back to the, I think it was episode 5 and 6, where they brought, and especially episode 5, where the Return of the Mandalorian. That episode is phenomenal. I love that episode. That was like the only episode that I loved out of that entire series.
That was the highest rated episode in the series by far.
It was great. It was great.
Boba Fett wasn't even in the show.
He had nothing to do with the episode. That's my point. So Favreau made that episode, and you could tell, and because it felt like, okay, now we're back to what they were doing in Mando season 1 and 2. But
that was a Bobby Rod episode, wasn't it? When
that was the one. That was the one where Mando goes back. He gets a bounty, and then at the beginning of gets the bounty of the guys. This awesome action scene. He gets the bounty. He gets the head. He delivers it, and then he goes back to the armor and passes his
Platunians.
You know, here's what.
And he goes back to them, and then they're talking about the legend of the Darksaber and all of that stuff. I mean, it was awesome. I loved it. And then
here's the bottom line.
Breaking it down. It was amazing. Like that felt like Mando season 2.
Here's the bottom line. They're doing everything they can right now to divide the fandom because we're so united. Because this show is trash.
Yeah.
And they're calling us racist. They're calling us misogynist. They're calling us bigots. They're calling us homophobes. They're calling us anything that they can call us. Anything they can call us. Religious
I'm calling
zealots,
them garbage
anything.
writers.
Not like
That's what it is.
It's not like it's a new playbook, Coach. I mean, we've seen this play run 1,000 times.
Over and it's the go-to. It's the go-to.
My boy, Verbal Riot, he calls it the bigot shield. All right. He calls it the bigot shield, which I think is the perfect name for it. They put up the shield. Oh, if you don't like this, you're a bigot. And it's like, well, it's actually objectively trash. Okay. It's not good. It's not entertaining. But that's what they do. And they threw up the bigot shield before they even launched one episode. They did it preemptively. Okay. They talked about how everybody was going to trash this thing and all the racists were going to come out. That's what they said before one episode of The Acolyte even aired. What does that tell you? That tells you that they had their defense ready to go. Okay. They knew exactly what this thing was. And they knew that, all right, this is what we got to say. All right. These are the words that we got to use to try to counteract the arguments. But look, again, on this episode, on this particular live stream, we have talked very little about race, about gender, about sexuality. Very little. We have talked about the writing. We have talked about the lore-breaking nonsense. That's what we're talking about. And that's why this show is bad. And
Coach,
just again,
I'm sorry, I have to boot. I got to go give my little girl a bath.
Brother, love you, man.
Take care, bro.
We'll talk
we have
soon.
time frames with the little 4-month-old, you got to get stuff done.
Everybody go subscribe to X-Wing, one of the best Star Wars channels on the planet.
Please do. I only have 100 until 35K. We're like there. We're there.
Let's go.
So close. We're so close. All right, everybody. Have a good night. DA, as always, it's a pleasure. Coach, I love you, brother. Drink some water. It's good for you. I love you guys. Have a good night. 2%.
See ya. See ya, bro.
2%.
See ya.
2%.
All right, DA, let's go through these super chats, brother. CS, $10 super chat. Just finished the episode. My God, is this show boring? I don't know how you can make Star Wars so boring that 20 minutes took forever. This show is a complete abomination. Why was this made?
That's the worst thing you can be, is boring. The worst thing you can be in any show is boring.
I agree with everything CS said, too.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
we're not hating it because of what they say we're hating it for. The show, we don't care. You haven't given us any reason to care. The writing is atrocious. The dialogue is horrendous. It's just bad from top to bottom. I would rather watch Clifford the Big Red Dog. I really would.
Yeah.
The Berenstein Bears' worst episode in 1987 is better than this shit. Nick, do you remember the Berenstein Bears, bro?
Yeah. I remember the little kids' books in elementary school.
Them books were fire.
Yeah.
Way better than this.
I liked Clifford the Big Red Dog better.
So did I. Clifford needed Emily.
Green eggs and ham.
So she got him for his own.
No.
Her love made Clifford grow so big, and the Howards had to leave their home. Anyways, I know Clifford. Kyle Katarn 59, the real Kyle Katarn, $10 super chat. Will the real Katarn please stand up? Say no to Shields. Thank you, Kyle. Brother, we appreciate you being here. We really do. Sam Ash, $2. Political agenda trumps good story now for Shields. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They love that message. They love trying to be taught something. This world is crazy, and social media has not helped it.
No.
Oh, at all, man.
No.
At all. Yeah. You know what? It's funny because in LA, all right, at the Los Angeles Unified School District, they just banned social media for kids. They actually just said, or phones. I'm sorry. They banned all cell phones in all schools for kids, you know, in this age group, because they said it's damaging. And it is. It really is damaging to kids to be on social media all day long, to be typing and worrying about the social hierarchy. How do I look to my peers on social media? They just banned it, which is like one thing this school district is garbage. But the one thing they finally did that actually made sense was saying no more phones in schools. All right. So parents are kind of worried about it. Wait, what if I want to contact my kid? This, that, and the third. But, you know, I'm sorry to take away from the show, but I thought that was really like a good move. You know, it's like, get these phones out of these kids' hands while they're at school. They don't need them anyway. You know, we grew up, we didn't have phones, you know, when we were growing up and going through high school and, you know, middle school and elementary school. We didn't have phones like that. So, you know, I don't think these kids need them. And I'm glad that actually happened, because I think social media, honestly, in a lot of ways is damaging, all right, to a lot of our young kids.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't teach them to be able to have an actual debate. They learn how to argue. They learn how to fight. They learn how to be nasty and vile. And whoever has the biggest diss wins. Yeah. That's not real world.
No.
And when you're looking at me in my eye, as we're standing in the same place.
Yep.
It's
a different world now.
It's different. Yeah.
It's different than when you online on Twitter or you're online on some social media. It's completely different when you facing me up. Okay. And I think a lot of stuff that's happened in social media, again, I'm not going to derail it, but a lot of stuff that's happened in social media, a lot of the problems that we see right now in our society is because kids, all right, that grew up on social media. I heard some statistic that, 2012, I think, was when social media kind of blew up and became big. And ever since then, the rate of mental illness has gone up. Okay. Way up.
And look, that's when we're getting into the, hey, I'm gender fluid. I'm this, I'm that. I go to this bathroom. I'm not who I was born as.
Real
You
talk.
know,
Real talk.
I like to joke around with Nick and say, yeah, I'm a 6'6" starting point guard for the Boston Celtics, and I'm African American.
Yeah, yeah. I identify as black from the waist down. So that's all I'm saying.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
I do got real quick. We got a comment on our community page from Billy JR68, and he said, after seeing last night's interview with a former Lucasfilm employee and hearing what you all had to say about Mike Zero, I subscribed. Haven't watched an episode of The Acolyte because I could tell from Leslie Headland interview that I wouldn't like it. So I tuned in on tonight's video and jumped in the chat. Within 5 minutes, I was called a liar and insulted because I commented the apparently unpardonable sin of expressing that I like Andor. Got called a
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, got called a Disney Plus Star Wars fan and was told to enjoy Skeleton Crew. So I've unsubscribed and gone on my merry way. I'm sure with 40,000 plus subscribers, it don't matter all that much to you guys, and one person unsubscribing won't even register with you, but I didn't subscribe to get yelled at and have my integrity questioned. Just thought you might be interested to know that you got some assholes in your group. Maybe the folks who say that Star Wars fans are part of the problem have a point. So my reply is we have no issue with you if you like Andor. Our good
Most
buddies,
of us like Andor.
yeah, our good buddies, the DA and Matt, both loved Andor, but we got no control over the chat. We got
I like it more than you do.
We get called haters and shills all the time. You can't win on the internet unless you go into an echo chamber.
Yeah.
The only thing that I heard that was interesting out of that is 40K. Hey, fellas, great job, baby. 40K. Look out, man.
Hey,
I just refreshed it, and you guys are at 40K. So
Oh, really?
congratulations. Yeah,
we
I
are
just refreshed
over.
it.
Yeah, 40,044.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. I never imagined we would hit 40,000 subscribers, brother.
Yeah. When we hit 50,000, we'll be like, God, we never thought we'd hit 50.
Seriously,
But-
40,000.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
40,
DA,
40K.
you're gonna pass 40,000 like nothing. Like
Hey, look, I'm closing in on 15K. And
Yeah.
that's, good for a little small
Your
fry like
channel's
you.
growing faster than ours did in the
bro,
beginning.
you're growing so much faster than we were. But it's
I
not
appreciate
about that, man.
You
It's
know what?
not
It
about
really
that.
isn't. Yeah,
It's
it
not.
really isn't, man.
It's not.
It's good to celebrate, but it's really not about that. It really isn't. It's fun to celebrate and say, hey, thanks, especially because it's really for the folks that are subscribing. Thank you.
Bro,
It's a big thank you.
I saw your video covering Star Wars, and I was like, wait a minute. This dude is way better than 2.7K or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like, he deserves way. And I watched several videos in a row, and I was like, okay, I'm doing whatever I can to boost this brother right here because he's real.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Like I mean when I said you're as good as any and better than most.
Look, I tell everybody, man, because of Echo Base, and this is why Echo Base is family, okay? Because if it wasn't for Echo Base, I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be where I'm at.
You've
I
met a lot of cool people
WDW Pro. I got found out by WDW Pro, Film Threat, Chris Gore, all of you guys. They found me through Echo Base. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is home. All right. This is home, and I appreciate you guys 1,000%.
And hey, what did we tell you?
Same thing with Valiant. When Valiant, before he started his channel,
Yeah.
he first started here.
What did we tell you your first live stream here? You are home.
Yes, you did. You
That's
did.
it.
You said that. Yeah. And that's why I'm gonna be at Icon. I hope to see all you guys at Icon.
We can't wait.
Oh man, I can't wait, man. I cannot wait for Icon, man. It's like coming up in we only about 4 months away.
So that's what we'll say, man. We might be some disgruntled Star Wars fans. We might not like what Disney's given us at all. We're gonna pound it, destroy it, say exactly what we think. But we've got the best community on YouTube.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing.
A lot of good
and we
people
don't
here in
all agree
chat.
on everything either,
No.
and that's okay.
No.
That's okay. That's what it's all about. Power Hitter 427, it's their obsession with inserting modern day ideology. It's not going to change, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No.
I agree,
Yeah.
Power 427.
And
you're
Knee-Pain even
right.
said it's going to get worse, when we're talking to him.
It's
and he
hard
even
to
put it in his
imagine.
video.
It's
Yeah.
hard to imagine this getting
I don't know
worse.
how it gets worse than this, but
How do you get worse from The Acolyte? Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I'm with you. Arnold, Disney changed Ki-Adi-Mundi love in real time. Or I think he meant lore.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
real
they changed
time.
his birth date on Wikipedia tonight after the episode aired, and his name was
That's
in
what
the
they do.
credits. They
what they
went
do.
in there and they changed it, and we got verification of that. So yeah,
I read a super chat down the road here. This is really funny. Zion 1, there's nobody there to give you a Star Wars who? Only high expectations would be they sold the IP into new fans' hand. Maybe it'll go there one day.
yeah,
But I don't get caught up in what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm only reacting to what it is today. I'm kind of in the moment Star Wars fan, and we're going to call it out. We're going to call it out. It is what it is. Thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. Ren Impman with a $20 Canadian super chat. Thank you, brother. Is it safe to treat this coven of witches the same as the Night Sisters as a faction of Force users who can and should be readily ignored in the galaxy because they don't need to be interacted with? We don't know yet. It looks to me like they were trying to make those witches look like they were good witches. I don't know. And the truth is, I really don't think anybody cares.
no,
That's the problem. Nobody cares about any of this stuff.
That's a
going
failure of
on
the
in this
writers.
series.
That's the failure of the writers.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's a great question, bro. There's 4 episodes left. We'll be reviewing them no matter how painful it is.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Our brother Daryl, the derelict, with a member chat. The fans who have stayed out of this are now speaking out. Lucasfilm failure is now complete. No amount of Ajax can wash off this stink. 100%.
That's what I said. That's what I said. You don't get to 14% on Rotten Tomatoes without a lot of people that have never said anything speaking out.
Yeah.
That's the reason why this thing has dropped so low. So, yeah, you're 100% right, Daryl.
Absolutely. Brian Legier with a $5 super chat. So Ki-Adi-Mundi was in the episode. He was in episode 1, which contradicts everything he said in episode 1.
Yeah.
What did he say in episode 1? I'm assuming the Phantom Menace, right?
Talking about the prophecy.
Oh, okay. Oh, he had said the Sith hadn't been seen for 1,000 years.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And
now
obviously,
he knows.
he's there and
Yeah.
they're there.
Yeah. That's right. You're right, Brian. Yep. Good point. Yep. You're right.
Thank you so much, Brian. There's going to be a lot of good videos, I'm assuming, about Ki-Adi-Mundi in this episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. And look, here's the thing. Why not Yoda? Couldn't do Yoda. They wouldn't approve Yoda. They wouldn't let you ruin Yoda, Leslie?
I guess Yoda's on the High Council. He must have been on the High Council versus the Low Council with
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got low council. Britton Hilburn with a $5 super chat. Really enjoy the channel. Congratulations on 40,000. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I don't even know. Nick don't even know. We don't even know what to say right now. Like,
well deserved, man.
Yeah, I was telling Coach today, I was like, man, we might hit 40K by the end of the month. Man, we hit it tonight.
Boom.
yeah.
Hell, maybe we'll hit 50K by the end of the month.
Arnold with a $7.99 super chat. What's up, Coach? D to the A. Force Ghost Risman. Nick, her, Black from Southside Down. Shout out to the pronouns. Having 4SS Space Gerbil. What's up, fam?
Hell, Arnold.
What's good, Arnold? What's good, baby?
Appreciate you, Arnold. Oh my goodness, dude. That is hilarious. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that very much. Shoguns with a $10 super chat. Star Wars sucks right now, which makes me sad. It's such a rich franchise, but this effing woke culture is investing every industry pushing their agenda. We need Jedi now more than ever.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm with you 100%, Shoguns. Thank you, bro. We always have what we love. I could always go to that Star Wars despecialized editions in the morning and start watching. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Power Hitter 427 with the $4.99 super chat. Is there a path to redemption for this show for you guys? I would say no right now. Canon wise, for me, the only way is stomachable is if all these characters die.
I would celebrate that if they all died.
I would laugh.
They could kill everybody, and I wouldn't blink an eye.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
No, we have no reason to care about any of these characters. They could kill them, any of them. I'm not like, oh, please don't die, Vernesta Rowe. Oh, please don't die, whoever else. Gerbil, Master Gerbil Power. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's sad because, again, that's part of the, connection we have to the characters in Star Wars. We want to see them succeed, and we don't want to see anything bad happen to them.
Yeah.
I could care less. I could care less about anybody in this show. Whatever happens, happens. I'm like, all right, whatever. May's dead. Oh, well. Osha's dead. Oh, well. Hey, Saul's dead. Oh, well. Hey,
Well.
I could care less.
You guys want to see something funny?
Do it.
Uh-oh.
I thought it was going to be Stephanie Janicek.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, play that, man. Play that.
Oh, Magitech Mags is in the chat.
Mags.
I'll see you, girl. Love you.
Hey, my friend.
Good to see you, Mags.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. This is Theory's reaction to the Ki Adi Mundi, or however you say his freaking name.
Fake fan.
Yeah, blow it all the way up. Big screen.
I can't wait to see what people are going to. What are people going to say to defend this? Oh, I don't know. You guys are just toxic. You just hate you're sexist. Bro, why is Kiani Mundi here? He's not supposed to be here. He would have right away, man. He would have the same guy. Man, it's fuck this show, man. Same guy that literally in episode 1 is like, oh, the Sith haven't shown up for 1,000 years. Is the same guy corroborating and keeping the shit hidden? No.
Wow.
Get him, Theory. I hear you, bro. Go.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That is hilarious.
That's good. That's good. And look, for everybody showing up in chat right now, he shouted us out today. First time in a while.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, on that stream. Right after he got done watching the episode.
Man, who did we have that night? We had Theory as our special guest. It was me, you, and Theory, and then we brought in Jeremy and EVS and Robert Meyer Burnett.
Yeah, Ron Kennel, Gary from Nerdrotic.
It was one
Anna,
of the
that Star Wars girl.
Best Star Wars live streams. And you know what, DA? All these Star Wars fans and content creators do not like each other.
A lot of them don't anymore.
But we were united.
Yeah.
After Chapter 16 of The Mandalorian.
Nice.
And we're no longer united.
Yeah.
That stream right there, right? 6.5 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look
6.5
fat
hours.
I was. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This was early in the stream.
Coming together, and I was like, I'm in the 70mm IMAX right now, and
Anna,
it's so frustrating.
Nerdrotic.
So I feel you on that.
Yep.
R&B.
I was just gonna say,
Nick, you had that ready to pull up fast, bro.
Tom Connors.
that has an
Y'all had everybody.
Because what we've done is this: we talked about the momentum and Luke Skywalker's coming back and how the
Oh
fans
gosh, please turn it off. I don't want to hear that.
So
Anybody
we
but
know
that
it's gonna
guy.
need their garage fix. So all we have
yes
is this.
came in.
And I determined that even though you are flirting with right-wing ideas, you are at heart a Democrat. You are at heart a mainstream.
$24.99 and says this
And then
is the
Mike
real
came in,
Jedi Council.
Ryan and Tom
We-
said, "Well, we
Anyone-
recorded super chat."
Insult me, then you're a pussy. Don't do that. I can take it. I can
Yeah.
handle it.
We but yeah, that was a freaking
That is an epic stream, man.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
it
right
was.
after episode 16, right?
6.5 hours, and that is on our. It's one of the few that we did not unlist and put in the playlist. It's if you guys go to our live,
And we've been so fortunate as a Star Wars channel to have that stream, to have Tim Rose, the man who played Admiral Akbar, to have knee pain yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, we've had some incredible, iconic Star Wars live shows.
Yeah.
Well, because y'all real ones, man. Because y'all are real. You guys are real Star Wars fans, you know? Not like Kyle Katarn, wherever that guy is, you know, just, you know, shilling like hell for Disney.
Oh
man.
my
You
God,
guys
I
are
love
actual
everything you
Star
guys
Wars
do.
Man.
Alan D.
Yeah,
Foster, the original author of Star Wars.
Ken
came
Flint
here.
That's a testament to Echo Base Network. Okay. You guys have never deviated from who you are. Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
In the entire time that you've been here, you've never deviated from who you are. And that's why you guys are still, in my opinion, the preeminent Star Wars channel. Okay. You give it to us exactly like you feel it. Okay.
Yeah.
Whether it's good, bad, or whatever, you give it to us. And that's why Echo Base is the preeminent channel. You know?
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You got it, man. That's why I hang out with y'all, man. I wouldn't hang out with no posers. You kidding me, man? I'm like, nah, I ain't hanging out with these dudes. They fake.
We're good actors, Darius.
Man,
We're good
we've
actors.
never posed in our life. You know, what you see is what you get, especially with this one right here.
Yeah.
I can fake it a little bit if I want to. He can't fake a percentage point.
No.
The briefcase man, 2 pounds. Ahsoka is supposed to be older than Luke. True. Very true. She should be way older than Luke. So, thank you, brother. Darth Munn, 5 pounds. How is the Maker's Mark going down tonight, Coach? It's down, and I'm not drinking anymore. Wow. Too much.
Like, I'm done.
Too much. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Harmonic Shredder, $10. How amazing would it be if Mr. Nolan had full control to make a Cad Bane or a Saj Ventures movie? I dig it.
Yeah.
Would be awesome, man.
Real quick, shout out to Knee Pain for coming in, hanging out in chat
Brother,
tonight. He's
thank
about
you.
to bounce,
Thank
go
you.
dog.
Major shout out
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
Yes.
We'll definitely be in touch. You know who we got coming on the channel.
Want you to be here. The chat, the community does too.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
sir. Yes,
definitely.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. Thank you, bro. And thank you, Harmonic Shredder, for sending that super chat in. I would love Christopher Nolan to do anything Star Wars if he has creative control and he's not handcuffed by
Yeah,
Hickey.
that's the key.
He wouldn't
right
do it
there.
otherwise. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
Christopher Nolan, he wouldn't do it
No.
otherwise.
No,
Yeah.
because when we had Tim Rose on, Tim was like, "You should have seen the movie that we actually shot. It
Yeah.
was way better than
Talking about Rogue One.
talking about Rogue One."
Yeah.
He said you should have seen the movie that we actually shot. It was better than what actually came out.
Yep. Yep. Very,
you know,
very
but-
true. John Kokoza, a great friend.
What's
Love
up?
that man. They float
Great
now.
photographer too.
They float now. Poe.
Yeah,
John makes the funniest memes.
yeah,
He is freaking hilarious.
yeah.
John, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. John, seriously, invitation onto a live stream in the near future. We want you to join us on something.
Yeah, bring the whiteboard, John.
Yeah,
you're
we
gonna have to
need
bring
the
the whiteboard.
whiteboard.
Yeah, you got to bring the whiteboard.
Teach us something. Thank you, bro. Arnold, Theory finna change his name to Star Wars Therapy.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that is
That's a good one.
funny.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Too freaking funny.
Oh my goodness, I'm crying. I'm crying. Oh my gosh, Star
That
Wars
is
Therapy.
too freaking funny.
Ooh, that's great. Thank you, bro. I needed that. Power Hitter 427 with $1.99. I actually came here. Sorry, brother. I actually came here because of Theory. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's thank you.
We got a lot of subscribers from Theory's channel.
Thank you to Star Wars Theory.
Yeah, because he was on our stream, and then I was on his stream the very next night for the the charity. Who was what was the charity?
The cancer children. I can't remember the name of it. St. Jude. St. Jude's
yes. Children's Hospital.
Could you do a better charity than that?
Yeah.
DA, they raised like 40,000 that night.
Oh, wow.
For St. Jude.
Yeah. It was a lot.
And that is the power of Star Wars Theory.
Yeah.
Let's get it right.
Yeah.
Don't mess that up.
And Coach was so pissed he couldn't be there.
I couldn't go. Yeah. Theory was on the channel. I got to hang out with him the night before. Nick went over there the next night. It was great. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter how you feel about Theory if you're a Star Wars fan. If you love Star Wars in any regard whatsoever, Star Wars Theory, I'll say it, dang near single-handedly kept Star Wars relevant for years while Disney was doing nothing. He did. Nobody, who else was making incredible lore videos for the fandom?
Yeah.
He was. So you don't have to like him, but you got to give him his props for that. You got to.
Respect.
Yep. Thank you, Star Wars Theory. And thank you, Power Hitter 427, for saying that, bro. We appreciate it. Andrew McKinnon with 3,000 something, and man, we appreciate it. In my country, Chile, we reacted strong against woke stuff in the 2022 election. We are supposed to be oppressed, and we hate this nonsense.
Same.
The world is at war right now over wokedom.
Yeah.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, and the people that are supporting it are highly outnumbered.
Yep. Andrew,
highly outnumbered.
You are in the right place, my friend, and you got a lot of friends with you here tonight.
Yep.
So thank you very much. And then the last one, last but not least, our good friend Sideline Scotty with a $9.99 super chat. Echo Base is the gold standard. Well, brother, I don't know if we agree with that, but thank you so much for saying that. Like, we're not better than we are. We're not the best. We just are who we are. That's it. That's it. We try to be authentic no matter what, whether you agree or disagree. Yeah. But the best thing about us is you, the community, the family here at EBN is the best. So thank you guys so much. Guys, we're going to go ahead and wind it down now. Unless you guys have something else you want to talk about. We've been going 2.5 hours after watching The Acolyte. Not good. Nick and I will be back probably tomorrow with some type of video update. Maybe a Key Adi Mundi video. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to do something.
Yep.
But thank you for all of your views. Thank you for just being here. Those of you who super chatted and joined our member family, thank you. DA, thank you for being here and being part of our family, and people being part of our team here on the live streams, man.
Yep.
You have made this so much better. Tell everybody a little bit about the channel and what you got going down.
So I actually have added a little wrinkle to my channel. I've started a mid-week live stream that's going to be going down. I'm actually going to go and create one right now. All right. So if you guys are, if you feel like it, come join me. I'll be putting up a live stream on my channel, Derek Anderson, the DA. Come check that out. It's called the Nightcap. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to start doing some just wrap up of the day. What is the news of the day? What was the big story of the day? Whatever. I'm going to have one topic, and then I'm just going to turn it over to the people and hear what you guys got to say about that or anything. So I'm looking forward to starting this live stream up. It's going to be a lot of fun, just an opportunity for me to touch bases with the people that are following me. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'll be doing that right after this. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to set up a live stream
last night.
Yeah, you were there, Nick, and I appreciate you being there, brother.
I saw it too. I was watching.
Yeah. Oh, you saw it, Coach? Okay. All right, nice,
you were going through knee pain.
Yeah. I brought up the video and just kind of walk through it a little bit. So but yeah, it'll be different things, just depending on whatever's happening. We'll definitely be talking about the Acolyte tonight. So Derek Anderson, the DA. I'm like, why would you want to talk about this episode any more than I've already talked about it? But yeah, I just want to touch bases on some things, and then probably wrap it up a little bit. But and also have a live stream every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, the DA's office. We had Chris Gorer on the last episode, along with Echo Base, the guys that you see right here, Verbal Riot, so I enjoy just kind of speaking to the people. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
That was you bringing us together, by the way.
Yeah.
That was you. Yeah. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do that more on the Saturday show, just get more guests, just to have, more of an open dialogue. On the weekdays with the Nightcap, it's probably just going to be me. Because it's late at night, can't really get guests this late. You
don't sleep anyways.
I don't, man. I'm up all night anyway.
I am too.
But yeah, check me out if you can, Derek Anderson, the DA. I'm closing in on 15K, and I appreciate all the folks that have come over from Echo Base Network. You guys really help build my channel. Okay. I just want everybody to understand that Echo Base is family and it's home because you guys help build my channel. I was just a measly little channel before, and now I'm starting to grow. So I appreciate Coach. I appreciate Nick. I appreciate Risman. I appreciate everybody here. Donna, Debbie, everybody. Okay. Everybody that's been here. Rogue Sarge, big time Rogue Sarge. Yeah. So many people that have delivered and helped me grow. So I appreciate you guys. So yeah, come check me out on Derek Anderson, the DA.
You don't even know. You can't even imagine how awesome it's going to be when you come to Icon.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun, dude.
By the way, we still have to get somewhere to stay, boys.
Yeah.
I thought y'all had that handled.
No.
That
guy. We're waiting on him.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting till July.
We'll have something.
Yeah, I'm waiting till July. Right. Because we're not staying at the hotel. We're getting an Airbnb.
I don't have a very high liquor tolerance, so I don't need to be driving us.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah, we'll get an Airbnb that's close. We'll get an Airbnb that's close to the con, and we'll probably just Uber to the con so we can get dropped off right at the front, and then when we want to leave, we can be as drunk as we want to and get an Uber right back to the room.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Gonna be a blast.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
Arnold with a $2.99 super chat. By the way, y'all boys should get a Theory Sabers saber. I'm sure they're top quality. N-Sabers actually sent me a lightsaber to do a video on. So
I don't own one. But I don't got the money. I just had to freaking fork out $2,500 for some personal bull crap.
But they're definitely worth looking into. I agree.
Yeah.
If you need a saber,
yeah,
Theory Sabers are probably top quality. I've not ever heard anything bad. And then Del A, thank you guys. I really appreciate your content. And Coach, thank you for providing info regarding the demonic things in episode 3. I'm no longer supporting the Acolyte. Brother, we just call it the way that we see it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, guys, thank you. We still got 1,300 strong in the chat here at the very, very end. As we always say here, we are, you are Echo Base Network. You guys are the best. We'll be creating content throughout the week, and we'll be back next week for The Acolyte Episode 5. Yikes. And House of the Dragon on Sunday. So I think Sunday. Is it Sundays? It is Sunday.
Sundays.
Yeah, Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We are your Echo Base Network. Thank you guys for me, Nick, and the DA. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Coach and Nick from Echo Base Network, thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.